best of five.
From the crowd
and we'll start on Nighthaven Labs. No time being wasted whatsoever. The good people of Salt Lake City seem to think that the edge is for the rebellion.
All right,
and the community backs it up.
Grand final,
well.
Salt Lake
This
City
is
Major,
going to be a
DZ versus SR, NA versus NA on home soil.
Brackets a couple days ago,
Canadian
we
and
said
Spoit
it's
and Ambi,
entirely
their
possible
super
that
team,
North America
finally
has two
playing
teams to cheer
to what people
for.
expected of
And no
them.
matter what,
Meanwhile, on Dark
this
Zero,
crowd is
upsetting
gonna
world
go
champions
home
and
happy.
FaZe
It's a lot
yesterday.
closer than I thought
Nighthaven
it would
left
be.
first match.
Yeah,
Now,
no doubt,
first
Parker.
and
Definitely feels
foremost,
like the fans from
this
both
is a
teams have come out to
rematch.
support.
This is a
It's not just
rematch
the
of the
players, the
Charlotte
coaches,
Major
it's the
Grand
organization
Finals.
behind these
Essentially,
teams
Dark
as well.
Zero with
So much
Canadian
blood, sweat, and tears
against
have been
the
put into these two
core
rosters
of
just to
callout
make it
teams. This is
here.
what I see.
Shopify Rebellion, of course, months and months of not making
Another
roster
thing,
moves, of not
this
being
core from
accepted
Dark
of those
Zero is
poor
old
performances in
SSG.
Munich, poor
Head to
performances in
head,
Paris. But now they've
SSG
made it
have
to a
won the
grand finals and
last
Dark
7
Zero.
games in
It's been
a
a dark couple
row
of years for that
against
organization,
SR.
but a big
But
rebuild start of this season
Grand
has come
Finals
through,
is
and this
typically
team
where
is looking deadlier than
matchups
ever.
go out
I know
the window.
that it's been said on broadcast
Me
many times. The
personally,
tagline for this major, darkness
I'm
is your
slightly
ally.
rooting for Dark
I think, listen, guys, Fetch is doing the
They
narrative.
have been in
This is
that
not the
darkness.
Astralis
They're hoping
course,
Kino
okay?
was on
that the
M80.
light at the
He's
end of the tunnel
hitting
is
the bars. He's hitting the bars. Let him cook. Let him cook.
I think it's fair to say
going
that both
for
of these
SR. I don't
organizations
know what it
have
is.
had a
The
series of
universe
struggles
seems
over
like
the last
the
year.
plot is
Dark
for
Zero,
SR. They're
obviously,
clutching too much. Ambi's
couple
having
years
too many
back, let's
20
just
bomb
talk
games.
about it. Made
Troy's
the move to
playing
get
out of
rid
his
of
mind.
Canadian, and
Troy
since
is
then the
dropping
team
kills,
has
and it's
hit
fucking Troy
nowhere
Canadian.
near
I
the same
think
level of
SR,
success,
I
and it only
predict
took
SR,
until
but I
a
root for
crazy
M80,
roster
DZ.
move where they
That's my
brought in the
thing.
core
Here
of
we go,
that space
Chad.
station roster, an
Oh.
organization on which, as
I'm on the other
Charlotte,
hand, I
he and
think
Fultz won a world
DZ will
championship. Is
win.
that enough for Dark Zero to
I
overcome
think
this
they'll
hurdle
clinch
and
it
win?
out.
Just
But
a
no matter
second
what,
major
NA
in their
versus
origin
NA,
story.
Well,
we're in
Parker,
for a
when you lose
long,
Canadian and the team
long
starts to
damn
struggle a
day
bit,
today.
Why not bring in the guy who trained under Canadian? Like Gus broke it down beautifully, but of course, Fultz lifting that hammer beside Troy.
Yeah, SR does have it, yeah. Ambi is 100,000% playing like he is coming for a major. Like, individually, the only player left in this tournament that is like, he deserves it. But the thing is, he's played like he's deserved it, but it all comes down to grand finals, right? Like, that whole answer could change. Ambi could be sleeping today, and that's something that you see every now and then, where a player goes crazy and then burns out at the very end when the team needed him most. So we'll see. We will see.
Jesse, we didn't really get to talk a lot about this map pool, but you being the numbers guy can dive into it. Chalet has been a statement map for Dark Zero, and it will be played. We know that the first 3 maps will see usage, whether we go to Cafe, whether we end on Lair, that remains to be seen. But
he's already making a good stand for it, but this will solidify it. And especially when you're on a team with such like notorious high caliber players such as Spoit and Troy, and of course the other members of the team are still very amazing. Like, to be able to soar higher than the others is something special. But also, it's like a statement game for Spoit, right? It's like everybody was hating on him, and he's like the star boy. This is big.
Which is that you get a bit overexposed, and if you don't change things up.
Oh, already fast Raptor entry from Surf doesn't work out. All solo though. That was completely solo.
And gets kill number 1 in what will be a long series.
Surf a bit disconnected from his teammates there. That's okay, because the answer back comes from Spoit. Immediate trade from NJR, though, and the numbers continue to favor DZ.
The man they call
Now they're giving space. They went out on the numbers 4v3. Surf, Thermite dead, Spoit, Flores dead. Oh yeah, wait, they are. I mean, he's got the walls reinforced for it. He knows Nick is still up in Gen.
His numbers are real nasty. He runs into Ambi.
That's it. That's the call. Give it up.
Nasty numbers too. And we go back to a 3v3 with just over a minute to go.
Yeah, big frag coming out there, of course. Ambi and NJR, the 2 front runners for MVP at the tournament.
With that pulse being below, usually the control plant is a little bit more favored, as those holes are harder to throw up.
As well. Now we got 60 seconds left, Parker. 3 players live on both sides. I like this position of Drop Fire Rebellion.
But the thing is, SR already has everything they need for a storage plant, aside from Newers in that little lane hallway. But I think they'll still end up trying to go for a control.
There are some tricks up the sleeve of Dark Zero that could really put a thorn
Yeah, you see Troy rotating to mud.
They've got that boogie drone up top. Canadian was also looking to go onto the Twitch drone to gain some more information. So Rebellion using that intel so effectively. Fultz training under the master of Canadian on that pulse operator. He'll know that quite well. The Razor Blue hit by Canadian. That's good information for Dark Zero as they are ever so patient. Rubber will now hit the road. We are running out of time in this very first
Turquoise
round.
going for the
Canadian
plant.
has found an opening.
Pulse doesn't have any holes yet. Why does he not have any holes?
Where's the shotgun? Does he not have a shotgun?
Now it's Kino called into
He does have a
action.
shotgun.
Rest on the shoulders of Bolts to clutch.
This is also such a, this is such an easy nitro to shoot. This is probably the easiest nitro to shoot.
Out of midair.
Wait. All three of these guys 1 HP, and he's got the Glock with 33 bullets.
Very doable. Rex
Wait.
and Canadian and Ambi, all very,
I think
very
he's kind of
low.
losing the plot here.
All SR needs to do is just sit and wait. Bolt's isolated outside of the bomb site. This is a tough one, and he'll walk into a crossfire.
Yeah,
It's Canadian to take down Bolt.
That was honestly a pretty winnable one, but I mean, granted, this is a BO5, this is grand finals. Every person in this lobby, aside from Kino, has not been in a grand finals of any event, any international event in a long time. Granted, Kino literally won the last major with M80. Like, that's another, like, storyline. Like, literally, like, Kino won the major with M80. And then got dropped, and now he's back at it.
It was a battle of the minds to start things off. And again, you kind of come to expect these styles of attack from SR, where sometimes it gets a little bit slow. Yes, the opening death didn't go their way. They lost that opening frag, but it didn't matter because the trades to the top floor were good enough. They still left themselves 60 seconds to go for the execute, and that's plenty of time for Canadian to hold that.
Kino could be, like you said, the first back-to-back major winner on different
very
teams.
different in the way that they approach Rainbow Six Siege, right? Canadian, a dedicated hard support for a while. Spoit was also in that same role, but they've let the dog off the leash.
I mean, that's like the story of the major. There's just so many historical moments. There's historical variables that can happen in this game. APAC, literally first time main stage. Like, this is just a, from start to finish, this has been a barn burner of a major.
Phases 1 and 2 to get you here. If Canadian can get a couple early
We're in a
picks,
basement
and the
now.
rest of the team
Basement
continues to
reinforcing
frag,
garage, surely going to open up
everybody's
Animus
going
hatch with a
Shot by
pretty
Rebellion at that point.
decently loose roam on the top floor and just peel and peel. The main thing is, what is SR going to find, and what will the anchor do to hold him back?
This final with the exact same rating, an EPS of 108, but the KDR couldn't be more different. 131 so far here through Salt Lake City. That has been an exceptional stat line for Spoit, and it's been a big reason why SR have gotten this far.
I don't know if you saw the graphic that was shared with Shopify Rebellion before yesterday's matchup.
Seems like they're going to try to pressure the top a little bit here. That's a good mirror for what this is.
Battle of the Spoits, where during kickoff, he actually had one fewer kill, but 30 more deaths, so far more efficiency here, and it really does speak to Rebellion changing things up. For Dark Zero, though, the stylistic difference. They've got 3 to potentially 4 dedicated support players, and you've allowed Newers and NJR to run roughshot over your opponents. It's been working. NJR's been terrific, but if their fraggers can't frag, Dark Zero might not have enough in the tank to catch up.
Well,
That's good Twitch util out of him.
On their second defense, but instead of the captain, it'll be held by Kino. We saw in the picture-in-picture, he's getting good information to start things off. There's a heavy roam presence coming through. Newers, of course, the primary roamer, the primary entry on Dark Zero. He's going to be the first one who likely comes into contact with this roam clear from SR.
Already a pretty slow start on SR for the attack, but they're just kind of, you know, making sure everything's in order, and then they're going to just start pinching it out. Surf on that 90 cut 2-1 top is just, what will Newers be able to stop on this? Because Ambi's IT just waiting for the right opportunity. Wait, they're actually rotating it out. They're just going to hit the site.
Oh my god, they are.
Right before this, say goodbye to the Doka you know and love.
I mean, that's a tell. That Rex and shotgun out that wall is such a tell. He sees nobody's outside of storage. Well, no, they have to know. They have to know.
Yeah. It's been a good run for that Korean operator, but
also get single wall open.
Subside the Prime, Spooky Box with the 3, down from with the tier 1, Norris with the 500 bits. Can you please lower the stream audio? There's too much. Yeah, well, that's all I got. Thank you for the 500 bits, my man. Appreciate you, dude. Just set 2 with the Prime. Someone else with the bits, my man. Appreciate you, G.
Close on the window. If Spoit's not ready for this.
Yeah, this is honestly really like discombobulated SR. But now finally the execute happens. Kino is ready for it. No Miras, no Warden, a lot of smokes. What will happen here? Kino needs to go huge on the vert.
Solo's unable to ping out the plant here.
Known for the time being. Second round in a row, Dark Zero will strike
takes down.
Wait, Ambi finds the crack. Ambi finds the crack, and he's in.
Is Kino in a position where he needs to maneuver? Yes, as J9 bites the dust.
Wow.
They're winning all the ones. They're winning all the
Kino
ones.
and Newers now in tough spot. There goes Newers.
Holy moly.
Wow.
Good coordination by SR. It looks so telegraphed, but
coming out from the Rebellion We haven't seen the primary site for most teams.
I mean, honestly, sometimes that's how like it looks dysfunctional, but like they start here, they go there, then they end up there. Like it makes, if it makes us question, making the defenders question.
Don't give him space off of it. Bulker, if you want to ban the fucking Ram, they're going consolidations we can, but I'm sick of doing this. We're just giving him space and let him take our ass. Fight him on supplies.
If they side ISO, what's our plan?
Go flow down and fight them on it.
Alright.
And then especially like before they even do it, like when they are clear enough that I want to get them more aggressive around here. Like don't let them just poke around for free and keep poking around and going to what they want to do.
Yeah. Start looking for early kills.
Yeah, start looking for the early kills. The micros on these guys. Try to break their own boarding source for them.
Heard. Let's go supply base then.
Okay, so he's saying to fight early, no matter where they are. If they go for storage and they go underneath with the ISO, getting the guy out of sight with the Deimos underneath, he's saying drop down, fight that guy.
Yo, run the mirror.
I kind of agree with when you have so many spread solo roamers or lurkers on attack, the weakness to that is that defense can always pick bodies to one side.
Coach call out, not mincing words in that attack time, a little frustrating.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing. Like that whole round, you saw him rotate probably what 3 times, right as they know that one like sort of presence from the attackers or somewhere, just fight it. Like make them, like don't let them make the decision, force them into the fight.
Even though this is SR's home, this is where they thrive as a team. You can't be happy with a result like that.
Yo, Brett, stick with the prime, appreciate you, my man. For the BBC New Ads and Emotes. Phil, stick the prime to the BBC New Ads and Emotes.
Like I wasn't pulling my weight there.
ISO,
just a small note, we are a community, and of course this is a match that is celebrating Dark Zero and the Rebellion, but I don't know if any of you saw.
So what that means is that means Spoit's gonna go underneath the Deimos, track the guy on site, made the mute jammers off, clear that guy away from the sight window, and also make sure there's a not there, and then Thermite onto the IT wall behind the Vert from above. Vert above gone, Vert below gone, and track the guy on site, and then hop into the plan. Call out said fight that guy. Drop down and fight that guy. Take it back.
Moment in his life.
Kino obviously used to call.
I will say,
as well when Kino was
hopefully it's a lot harder than just saying fight him, right? Because again, this is where people, like, you might be cool, calm, and collected throughout all the playouts, but this is where a lot of people start cracking. This is where the mental really starts, like, getting ahead of each other, because this is when the stakes are the highest as it can be. And so, fighting people, if you're not confident, if you're not feeling it, if it's taking you a map to get there, your fights might just be, you know, your death.
Very evident in round number 1. It is carried on here now, and I don't know if we're going to see any changes.
Out of everyone on that team,
it's a completely different setup.
Ambi feeling it is just
They're playing the same bomb site as round number 1. Notably, 3 rounds deep. We have not been to the top 4.
I mean, Ambi's already 3-0.
Very unusual, but really DZ have a game.
Looking up to the Vert immediately.
Potentially going to get banned after round 2.
Chalet that. I mean, this is what Call was saying. Fight them, even if it's fucking mental.
But not ahead, so it's not good enough.
He's still jiggling, bro.
We can use biblical terms. That's well, I guess David won, so that's David versus David.
Okay.
Fighting to see which one of them will come out ahead. NJR and Ambi is the showdown that so many of us have wanted for much of this event. And
where are they going to
fight? Right now, Ambi is winning it quite handily. 3-0, the good start for the youngster.
Yep.
And he's actually in position to break the major kill record.
Oh, Newer's challenge, boys.
Oh, missed shots coming out from Newers there.
By Newers.
Fantastic aggressive player from DZ who's been racking up the frags this event. Now the flashbang is coming out, though. They realize they need to get this top floor control. It's been a little bit too long, Parker, and they're not happy with the 5v5, so in comes the cavalry.
Bit of trepidation from Ambi as he now vaults on over. Logic bomb goes off.
I mean, they do have the thatch. They have the thatch for this. Oh my god. Yeah, storage guy dead, control guy dead.
That gives Canadian an opening. Spoit's on the board as well.
It is a slaughter, bro. Last guy game. Spoit knows it.
It's a Canadian and it's a team ace. He does get the defuse kit down. Dark Zero left just up to Fultz, who's come up empty-handed more than we can count. There goes Spoit. No flawless round will be had for the Rebellion, but everything else is working in their favor.
Oh.
The Ram, a hindrance for them, still hurting them in the post plan as time runs down. Fultz, what do you do in this position?
Yeah.
Well, you die to Ambi, that's it.
Yeah.
Ambi 5-0 to start this contest, and Jesse, I did say Ambi is in striking distance of Usis' major kill record.
They didn't fight.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Parker. After this phenomenal start, you're right.
They gave them fork,
easy to
they
get them
gave them
mixed up.
top,
Of course,
they gave
played
them
on the same
everything.
team for so long, but
didn't give
really,
any
this
sort
has
of
been
resistance.
domination from
Yeah.
SR,
Because the
and
thing
you're
is,
right.
the
Ambi
coach
now
told you to
leading
fight,
the
but it's
kills,
grand
5-0
finals. It's
here
different
on
from a
this
coach telling you to
first
fight
map.
in
That brings us to
scrims
170
versus the coach telling you to fight in grand finals.
total
Actually
across
coming
this
about
event.
and
The
doing
record
it is
203
fucking hard.
set by
Stakes
Soltov
to
for the
decide.
Copenhagen Major, so
Never
there's
been on
definitely
this.
still a bit of a gap. And if this game continues the way that it has been, if we get a quick 3-0 for SR, there might not be time for it.
SR
But
just
it's
smiling,
only a matter
too.
of time before DZ starts.
Jamie did a 2-1. Go to the BBC New Ads and
Notes.
Emotes.
With how dominant they've looked on these
Official Spank with the 3. Thank you.
despite not
Austin
getting
with the
the
2-1.
opening
Mr. Kobo with the prime. Zinky with the prime. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. To the BBC New Ads and Emotes.
Specifically for Dark Zero, who have been the best.
And Jay
conversion
Berge with the
team
tier
of
1 to the BBC New Ads and
entire
Emotes. Thank you.
82%
Thank you.
of rounds where they get that entry, but so far they've lost 2 openings they've been traded back really quickly on the side of SR, and they've
This is a
always
kitchen.
came out of that early game still with a lead.
Flash, Pulse, Solus. A lot of like tracking operators here, and I think that's kind of reading into like their whole like poking and prodding and like rotating around. Now you have literally 3 operators dedicated to just figuring out what the attackers are doing and where they're going.
Oh,
that's interesting. Double round
themselves to the grand
towards
finals. This will be round 10 technically.
Extending a bit
In
more
a
than
row
just
going
games.
back to yesterday. It's been quite a run for this Rebellion squad. They
Yeah.
picked Nighthaven Labs. They presumably will start on the wrong side. The numbers do back that up. DZ has a better attacking win rate on this map, so things will likely get better for Dark Zero when the second half comes in. The Rebellion are good on both sides of this map. Yes, they are a better attacking team, but their defense is nothing to sneeze at either. The main goal for Dark Zero, which might sound very simple, but so far has been very hard, is do not let SR run up the score on you. Something's got to change. You've already used your timeout. What can you do if you're DZ?
4 rounds deep, and I'm going to keep harping on this, Parker. We've seen 3 bomb sites on Nighthaven Labs, and none of them are the traditional primary site of the top floor. Kitchen cafeteria being brought out by DZ. And Ambi, this is, again, one of those bomb sites where he almost exclusively runs the snake, so we'll move over to the Doty with that snake getting banned out. Going to be trying to, again, work some of those opening picks.
Zofia, Nomad, and fucking Capital. I hate to say it, if full overstage, so
hunting
literally
once
just
more, but this is a classic setup from DZ. You've got the Clash at the top of these lobby stairs. Canadian knows his position well. Has to be careful, though. This concussions are coming in and making his life kind of scary.
Volt saw those bullets whiz by.
I mean, he gets out. Especially with that Zoe, you never know what's going to happen with that first engagement.
I wonder if he's going to play 90 or he's going to play like in
A lot of droning here. A lot of droning.
The Canadian of Dark Zero. But if you're in that position, he
Kino's
almost went for it.
above.
If you lose that duel,
They're gonna nomad
that's
off this flank
devastating
spot.
for DZ.
Kino remains on the top floor, but he's still far from this meeting area that SR have control under. They're working on the rotate back. Without the ram, they're finding good opportunities, but no frags yet.
Oh wow, they have zombied the vert and fell
just
off.
patrolling these
That
openings,
lobby control's gone so fast. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Horizontal coverage,
They look scared. That was like
Oh no.
Oh
How
my
does
God.
J90 kill Fultz? That is such a blunder. And maybe it speaks to a little
They're
bit
actually
of
terrifying. I can't
nerves
lie
with
to
this
you.
DZ team.
Yeah.
The coach told them to
obviously,
fight,
this is a big
and they
stage.
literally
They get to
gave
find their
top
first
best in
round of
point
feeling the
2.
pressure
They
early
gave lobby
here
in point
in Salt
2. They're
Lake
literally
City.
terrified.
They've got a couple of opportunities still to pull this one back. Again, Kino waiting on the
But I
for
mean,
the perfect moment, but everybody
it is a
If you
BO5.
keep somebody-
There was a lot of maps to regain that mental and kind of get your head back in the game into like championship form. But yeah, so far not looking good. But Ambi dies. Canadian dies. They're clawing it back after such a blunder with J90.
Did they take on top? They have top control or no?
NJR and Newers
Yeah, that's
in
taking on top. It's top
semi-dire
control of DZ.
positions, but
They're
Rebellion are
so easy
stalling out
As
now
long
with
as
not a
it's
lot of
forced,
time
they
left.
just taking out the flank.
Here comes the block bang. Here comes the fight. J90 takes a bit of damage.
They
from
literally need to
DMR
chill out on
Surfer,
these long
retreating
angles.
back
There's
and
no
forth
reason to
site.
beat them.
SR need to get a move on sooner rather than later.
Rexen yet to
If anything,
die.
NJR just
Ambi
play
was in that
shotgun
same
close
boat,
on,
but the
90,
boat
and that's it.
sunk. So what can you do when you're staring down the wrong side of these numbers? Rexen collecting Newers. Who's next? Spoit dies to NJR.
NJR
Second
retains
kill
90.
for the mayor.
Now they have to retake top because of the Soul.
Shotgun close, no way.
Shotgun in the corner. Surf doesn't check it.
Gets
and suddenly
he can play
Rexen
solo
needs to win
scanner
a
now.
1v2 with 10 seconds
NJR
to
can just
go.
prone in sight and just hide pretty
I
well.
don't know
This
how I
guy
feel about this one.
potentially
Diffuser going
Solo
down.
scanner, sees the
NJR
planner,
and Kino
sings
go
it
to
out.
utility ops. They will easily find him.
Nice.
And there's NJR to get his third. DZ is finally
find a round.
Yeah, that's gonna be good. Even though that their mental might be like cooked in the beginning of that in the first couple rounds, like that's something that kind of gets the ball
It
rolling.
wasn't the opening frag, technically because of the TK, but I thought NJR was so critical of shutting down the backstab from Ambi early in that round, and then of course ending with the Nitro too. This Team K right on default. Bit of bad luck, bit of nerves, maybe a bit of revenge as well.
Oy, that's
The
tragic.
tournament in team kills so far in Salt Lake City. He has 2 coming into these grand finals. Nobody else has quite achieved that.
2
just yet,
team
so
kills.
I'm sure it's not intentional, but you know, it does speak to a little bit of chaos maybe in the DZ comms.
Damn, Rexen is 6-1. Ambi is 5-1.
Speculated that nerves could be the culprit here, Jesse.
Might be the duo for the series on the side of SR here.
Competing on this stage, J90's first event ever was on that Astralis team that made the Charlotte Major Finals. NJR winning.
Just Josh in the tier 1. Curtis with the tier 1. To the BBC No Ads emails. Thank you.
This is maybe uncharted territory for Newers and Callout, but if you look on the side of Rebellion, it is very, very different.
Even Callout was coaching that Astralis team back in Charlotte, right?
Right,
So
I almost forgot.
there's so much experience across both of these teams, but also so many heartbreaks, so many frustrations over the last couple of years in particular. It's been too long since we've seen an NA team not named M80 or Beast Coast lifting a trophy, finding success, dominating the international opponents that so often NA seems to struggle against. But now Dark Zero and the Rebellion have earned their place here in the Salt Lake City Grand Finals. DZ, desperate to tie this half. Again, 3-3 on Nighthaven Labs. That's bare minimum on the defense. You want to be racking things up, especially up against the Rebellion, who can be so good defending on this
hard
map.
storage underneath.
They'll have to earn it. They'll have to work for it here, and we'll start on the bottom floor.
Surf not going to go there anymore.
Actually going to be the bomb
Is this
site
storage
here.
again?
Yeah, it's a storage. Yeah, I mean, it's a good site. It's a really good layer.
Bit deceptive, but SR
They don't have like a top floor. We haven't seen
Well,
top floor.
I think. Oh, not a CC. No, not yet. But these guys are gonna be playing it much more like a CC with this clash with the Aruni, less so like playing the peel and then Nitro below.
SR assault. Newers was spotted by a drone and is now.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my god!
What the fuck?
Double Rebellion.
Boy was already up too
Spoit and Ambi
close.
striking very quickly. Still 2 minutes to
I don't
go
know when
in
you're
the
getting
round.
like folded by like lurks like this, like lurk entries, like the way they are. I don't know if storage is
You
the
can't
site
be
to keep
affording those
spamming and
frags.
spamming
Of course,
and
no
spamming,
trades
bro.
coming out. They're just a little bit grouped up in the hallway.
They
So the window
seriously
player
don't
and of
have a
course the other
CCTV?
hallway player on SR able to group things up. That's the entry duo of Ambi and Spoit. Now, how do you recover from DZ? They cannot sit around and wait for SR to execute 5v3, so they have to go hunting for picks. They have to start getting aggressive.
The drone work has just been so good for the Rebellion. So good. You've got lots of players active in these comms.
Sees NJR Exo stairs.
Selfishly or to assist his teammates. I don't know if they've drawn NJR into this rat spot.
I think he's just worried. He wants to get this pick back. He wants to get this pick back. It's a 3v5.
He has to watch a rotate and the door frame, so 3 different areas.
But the thing is, it's a 1v1 here essentially with Rexon and NJR.
I think Rexon might have an idea.
No, I'm pretty sure
Yeah, they
Spoit's
do
here.
have some kind
Is
of
he? I don't think he is. Yeah. Oh.
Wow.
Happens to get full. Jeez, he still knows he has one, so he's already saying, guys, I have this guy fucking cut off. It's a 4v1 wherever you go. Just like that. Wow.
What a triumph!
He's gonna shoot his body up
4
that too.
points of the spears for the Rebellion. Rexon, whose name has seemingly come up the least.
Wow.
Spoit will shut down Canadian mid-plant, and it's back to business for SR as they go back up by 3.
Firing.
This
SR
has been
0
shocking,
slow start,
Parker.
0
The fact
nothing.
that
They're all
DZ
coming out
have
the gate
struggled
firing,
so
bro.
much here on Nighthaven Labs. It's not their strongest map, but it's not like it's one they never play.
Plush with the 5. Give the W to the chat. Thank you to the chat. Thank you for the 5, my man.
Wildcard got the revenge
Brief
here
that,
in
brief
Salt
that.
Lake City, so they know how to play this map. This shouldn't be an unfamiliar position for DZ to be in, but they just feel a little bit lost. They feel a little bit disconnected. How many of these gunfights are going down where they're not even looking at the player shooting them back? Sometimes, like that NJR death, yeah, they're taking fair 50-50 fights, but even then, because of the drone economy, it feels like information is so much better from SR. And this is happening after you banned the snake. This is after you've already banned Ambi's
SR's map pick, right? If there's any map you want to like start out slow, you start out scared, it would be their map pick first one, right? Because like imagine if it was SR, like theoretically, right? If it's SR and they're starting their map pick, but they were like, you know, they were scared. They're feeling the fucking grand final like shakes. That would be an issue. So honestly, slight buff for DZ, like first map is theirs.
They are more support-oriented. They're more well-rounded, quote-unquote, team. Sure. We said if NJR and Newer struggle in the kill department, we don't know if there will be enough for DZ. Well, so far, their star fraggers amount to 6 kills in 6 rounds. That is just simply not going to get the job done.
Well, finally, it took us 6 rounds, but we have made it to the top floor of Nighthaven Labs. And again, this is a bit of a double-edged sword, because if DZ do win this, there's going to be question marks. Why didn't they come here earlier? They come into this with this being their highest win rate bomb site, winning 2/3 of all rounds on this site here in Salt Lake City. So they've got some history with it, but I think it's deciding before this match began that being more unpredictable, trying to throw SR off was more important. It will finally go back to old reliable, and this kind of starts to test SR too, because now you've played 4 different sites, you've had to rack your brain for different strategies. They will no doubt be prepared and have plenty of experience attacking this top floor, but it's not an easy bomb site to deal with, really.
No shields played in this entire first half by Shopify Rebellion either. That is a minor change-up for this team. So again, if you think you're a bit overexposed here, and to be fair, they don't play a ton of shields here on attack.
Yeah.
But it is still abnormal to not see it at all. You did the 6-7 hand thing, by the way.
I know, I'm sorry, but Canadian plays a lot of Monty.
It's just slowly just like figuring out what they want to work here.
Strange not to see it. Favoring the
I do wonder, like, what is Troy on? Troy's kind of like the X factor to determine what they want to go for here. Basically every side. And he's Ying and he's ready water side. and their Warden is electrical. He's actually getting grimmed out, so they know that Warden's on the other side of the map. They have free range to just work water with the Ying, and they should have the space, and then they'll probably rotate into a Rafter water take. Either or. It could be either or.
3, 2, 1, Ebox, Raptors, Aqua, like all at once.
I don't think Ebox more hold IT and then wait to see about the water control, but he is actually in Gen. Spoit dies where? Wow. Where is Troy? He's just now executing water side.
Newer's paying compliments there to Ambi as Rexon knows there's one behind that deployable shield. This is a good read for NJR. They've lost Keto to Canadian. Time for the mayor to pop on up. He's got the Malusi right by his side. J90 will get Rexon in the cross. And it's Ambi and Canadian combining for 10 kills, trying to make something work. A small ego peek by J90, and that ego is well earned. It leaves Canadian all lonesome upstairs. Dark Zero hoping to salvage this first half with a 4-2.
I mean, he does have a shotgun. He can kind of close the distance here, but that is a Warden.
It looks like we're screaming in that direction.
Ooh, and drone hold.
I think Dark Zero wanted to see more telegraph, like layer by layer stuff from SR,
Canadian, a nice bookend to the first half, and it's a 4-2 lead for SR.
3-2-1 explosion.
Yeah.
But for top 4, that's actually good for the defenders. So you know, basically every lane they're going to come from.
Tell him, Jack.
Yeah.
So running the Night Haven too late. Top 4 too late.
But who's Troy? We were talking about that last round.
Oh,
the last guy.
Jehovah.
Oh, okay. I was confused. I didn't know he was talking about.
Yeah.
On the stack side, Volker, quite frankly, right now I want to start out clearing these guys. I think forge anything really cheesy. Let's just keep it more so standard. Like, obviously go on the fly with it, but like, let the fellas walk on a little bit. I think that's what I'm thinking right here. Started out.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, too, off seeing what they started with right here, I think they prep for us. They're not probably going to do the fucking AIDS bans for the clash itself, so you don't really need to worry about that. I don't think. I think we can talk about, but I don't think they're going to do it. Just keep it pretty standard.
Yeah, I mean, we
so
could
they're not going to ban Clash?
Thermite, Ace, Thatcher, get the tools wall, get the weed wall, then we have the Ace for inner walls? Or do we need the two more power up?
Just get creative here.
You got the mirror.
Yeah. These guys, right now as well, you just got those 2 rounds, like I guarantee you they're already starting to think about this map. They were so pumped up to play fucking Night Haven today.
Yeah, we get this first one, bro.
You get this first one, bro.
We snowball it, bro.
Yeah.
They think
and if not, use it as a nice little warning.
So they probably had a permaban.
Yeah.
They banned the permaban, and they probably expecting to lose Night Haven.
Attacks that we saw.
It's like
they were
Oregon
both essentially clears. One was just a split, one was a full clear. For this, it's essentially going to be they could bring a shield through Fish, walk down with him like a sledge. Ace is going to open up the wall and then look to go Rafter. Deimos can go Mud, but he's Deimos, so he might float around in that area in general. Yokobi can go Lobby, or he can go 90 window, okay? So I think the biggest thing to just keep in mind there for basement is it is likely they are going to clear you. The other way they would
Logica with the 3. Welcome back.
Ace. They'll bring like a striker above, like maybe con side or the hatch. If he opens the wall, that is the guy who would go above, okay? And then Dokubi's going to go Fish side. So just be aware of that. For kitchen, they basically do a Hori. They'll bring the ram above. They like to put a Blackbeard or any kind of shield outside the 90 window, so they might double up there and have a shield and like.
Chat, Moist Critical doesn't want to join the call.
When Dr. the 200.
Those are the
Predictions of
vibes
Prime.
given off by Callout in that halftime part.
Living with the good biz. Limited bet 15 under for the chip. Absolute
victory. Getting just 2 rounds, they knew that SR were coming into this confidence, and if they can shake them a little bit, if they can get a couple of these round wins,
Maple Day the Prime to the BBC No as he does. Lol.
Even if they don't win, they didn't come into the series expecting to. They're treating it as a bit of a warm-up, so clearly they're confident on the side of EZ, immediately talking a bit about that clash. And as I'm seeing Nomad Capitao bands coming through, you know Canadian's going to be loving that operator.
Yeah, and I mean, the old saying, I've said it many times this event, you're never in danger until you lose at home. If SR dropped this map, and then, like almost every team before them, drop Chalet to probably the best Chalet team in the world at the moment.
Dark Zero ban.
You go onto your map with your back against the wall, and then you need a reverse sweep to get out of that position. So obviously, Dark Zero trying to temper expectations.
Yeah.
Manage emotions. This is one of the
Which is interesting. But here's the thing. If they could have like foreseen this, right? Like it's like, okay, obviously if we're not gonna ban the clash, he's gonna run the clash. but like then if you have like a good mindset on how to attack it, like you kind of lure them into it, right? It's like you know how they play with the Clash at 9 times out of 10, but then if he just does it, you prepare accordingly. You run the Buck, you run the Demos, you run the fucking Thatchers, and you know send the Blitz at him.
Well, again, not domestic, right? Fabian's a great coach in NA, but he's European. Lagonis is a great coach, but he's Brazilian in terms of actual NA coaches.
They do manage the Thatcher caution.
Jesse's just here to make enemies.
All right. They hire me for my hot takes, Parker. That's what they always say, right?
Could be some sort of fast play.
I say
potentially.
Yes. I say that all the time. Both of these teams, statistically though, Jesse, better on attack. So expect Dark Zero to put up a bit more of a fight. That will be the thing to keep an eye on here is how Dark Zero is able to start off his attack.
And I want to focus in on this Clash once again. Call specifically said he didn't think they would go for these bans that are anti-Clash. He didn't expect the Nomad Capitao bans, but he said if they do ban those, just do what we talked about. I wasn't in the Dark Zero team meeting, unfortunately. I didn't quite make it to that one. So yeah, unfortunately, the invite just didn't show up in time. But we'll get to see front and center what that looks like, what their counter to the Clash is.
It's always
going to be awkward, though. Canadian is keeping this IT wall closed. The impact goes out first to stop that exothermic. And the last exothermic from NJR being placed on this wall. If this gets denied, this could be huge.
It doesn't look like it'll happen.
Good flashbang.
Yeah, wow.
Crisis averted.
But it's an
Canadian
upward
walks
entry.
back
They
a
have to
little bit.
vault
Decent
that.
timing by Dark Zero now to get that wall open and the jostling that Rebellion were doing.
I mean, I think that's another thing. It's like if you ban a Clash, then they have the wall denial, and then it's like if you have like a simple flash to counter the fucking impact, it's easy as that.
Blast it with that EMP. Kind of hard to do that with impacts. Pretty much impossible. So
yeah.
Oh, a vault in. That Nitro Cell don't miss. Rex in the leadoff pick, and now it's Kino disoriented over by Fish. Completely blinded. The Snake now getting
Damn.
down. Players, but they're menaced by Canadian. Canadian didn't get either of those picks, but he is responsible for at least one of them. Now it's DZ on their back foot. They were able to close the gap with that final round in the first half. Typically, we see teams win this and close it to just a single round. Dark Zero, if they're going to do that, they've got some serious work to be done in the final minute.
Feels like things have not gone to plan here on the side of DZ. Now we're at a two-man disadvantage. They're still getting caught out by these gas pipes. It's going to slow things down even further. They're hoping for a swing to come through, but it's unlikely that anybody will bite on J90 holding that E-box window. Newers up the Fish stairs, hoping for a bit of a sneaky frag.
Oh, is it?
He's here.
He's not going to turn it on? Not going to turn it on?
Is he going to hit?
Oh, he did.
Yeah,
Turn it
a
on.
little worried.
Now the Dread Mine's up, though. They're going to hear him if he starts to walk through.
That's crazy. Like, Newers didn't take the gap
Snake
off
of Newers now making his presence known, shooting through the wall. Dark Zero stalling out entirely, Jesse. 30
Newers 3 and 6, not very typical of him in playoffs, right? Like, could be one of those things where he would normally do that, but pressure. A little different.
Double swing by Rebellion. Coordinated.
Ambi with the takedown. Spoit on the board as
will
well.
work out. Troy's still in
And
with that up for two rounds more up, I think this is going to be 7-2 probably, honestly.
Yeah. 2 rounds away from winning their own map.
And that's a statement round win, Parker, as well. That breaks an 11-round streak where DZ have been flawless on their attacks. Back during FaZe Clan, they didn't lose a single attack through maps 2 and 3, and they won their final attack on map 1. So they had won their 11 previous attacking rounds. They will finally drop one here in the quarters, semis, and finals up against SR. That's a big moment to come through from the Rebellion. Again, you kind of talk about that clash. It was focused on by Call Out and attack timeout. They said they had a plan for it.
Wow.
I assume that was something to do with the Thatcher playing on the roof. But
I mean, maybe it was a blunder. I mean, I don't think the Clash... Well, yeah, the Clash actually thwarted that whole water push with the Blitz and the fucking... Yeah, I don't know, man.
What I
Two players on Rebellion have broken double digits already.
They have
Rexon
like the
and
first map
Ambi
they've been with
sitting on identical scorelines, 10 kills, 2
just like a
deaths, 1 assist.
Yeah.
You know, anticipate them
very
losing.
well
Yeah.
here
It's
in
like
Salt
when
Lake
FaZe had
City.
Oregon
Now,
against W7M in the
I know
S-Like
that
finals.
much of the
Granted, that's winner
conversation has
bracket
been around
advantage, but
2 of the players
it's
on
like that
Rebellion,
map
but
was
they're
a
not getting
blowout.
a kill.
Yeah.
W7M won that series,
There's
right?
only so many kills to go around. And right now they're being
if
funneled
you're a DZ fan,
into
you are
the
hoping
2
that's the
best
case.
aimers
Yeah, I mean...
on Rebellion as of today. It is working out very effectively.
End of the day, BO5, one map, you know, you're going to expect to lose at least one map. You just might as well make it the fucking first one. But we'll see, we'll see. SR could just be fucking on today and just storm through these guys.
But Dark Zero are running out of time.
Yeah, no doubt about that. DZ need to change the game plan a little bit. They've already burned their attack timeout back after round number 2, so they will have no more lifelines. Even if we do head into
Troy
overtime,
on
we
this
won't
side,
get a chance to talk with Khalid unless Super
loves
decides
to
to call
sit in
his
front
tack
of the
time over
breach with his
SR,
back
but
down,
he has
sitting on
no
top of the
plans of
breach.
doing any of the
until you
such
take
because
care of that
they're up
clash
5-2,
shield,
they're
like,
comfy,
he
and
can
as
deny
far
the
as the
burp by
storage
himself
bomb
on
site
clash.
goes, man, this is very similar to the last site.
And I was going to say, an added benefit of banning the Nomad and Capital, you're a zombie on Raptors can play so much freer
I
as
still
well.
think it's a
So
blunder.
it's not just the
Yeah.
flash counter. It has a reverberation across this entire
hold on.
map. So
Big
Rebellion know
horizontal
that, and they're
DZ.
going to use that to very good effect.
And again, like some people might say, why don't you ban the Clash? Why don't you ban the Zombie? But you really just can't on Nighthaven Labs. The wall denial is too important. Bandit and Kaid are so powerful to keep these walls
Wait, Ambi's
closed,
in kind of
teams
a crazy
do
spot.
not
10 and
like
2
to
Ambi. I just
that.
realized this. 10 and
Very common
fucking
bans
2.
coming out here.
Rexon and Ambi
Oh my
are just
god.
Oh,
fucking
Ambi.
flying already, bro.
Wait, yeah, what? Rex at 10 and 2 as well?
When he
Holy
decides
shit.
to go for an ego peek on the IT wall.
Literally the duo right now. Oh, he knows he's there. He knows he's there. Wait.
What?
Asleep.
It's Ambi and
Nick's
Rexon
asleep at the
again.
wheel.
The Ambi and Rexon show. We go round and round and round, and again, Dark Zero suffering through
I mean,
this.
3v5. They have their Grim. They have their Snake Dead. All you have is Twitch, Therm, Monty. Not really X Factor or operators to really bring back a 3v5. It's all going to come down to gunfights, but it doesn't matter. Kino loses his on the shield.
Just J9O and False to hold it down.
If this continues through this series, this might be a quick one for the Rebellion. DZ not looking like themselves.
I mean, I think that's just a charity kill. Make you feel a little bit better about it.
Yeah, where's even the case?
Start some offense that DZ is so
It drops games. Oh my god.
To go. The Clash still on the
What the fuck? Look at that exit, bro. Troy is just fucking bodyguarding him.
If he moves even a little wrong, he dies.
Pick by J9O is coming up empty-handed. They might be able to get Spoit now trapped into the corner. J9O will test his reflexes, expecting follow-up.
Scared of a double swing.
The jiggle peek with the deagle.
Yeah.
Actually terrified.
Which is a good decision, but Spoit's all alone.
Scared of the double swing. Smoke the rotate, then push Spoit.
They're terrified. I mean, it's just Spoit with a deagle, but they don't know what's coming.
Oh, almost. That's still good damage.
Gets knocked back with the can there, but it's not still enough to get the frag.
HP low on the side of Rebellion.
Fight that guy.
I mean, he's still got to favor them in this altercation as Darkseer are dragging.
Oh, he doesn't know. He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
They're waiting as long as possible, and they're just going to die at the hands of the Rebellion. J9O's last man standing. 4 targets to find, 4 on the board. And
I also think it's a lot of overestimating by Dark Zero. I can't lie. Dark Zero are overestimating like they did yesterday about FaZe in the beginning of the match.
This has been a quick one. The Rebellion dominating on their own pick. And again, I really like the team play that we're seeing out of Shopify Rebellion, Parker. It feels like they're working so in sync in a lot of these rounds. You saw it on their attack. They were slow a lot of those rounds. They weren't getting into really early gunfights, but they were still able to work together when they did go for those picks. I thought Canadian was so critical on the clash here in this round.
That was like a complete just rat play out of Newers and just lost it out, bro. Holy.
Had him on the B's, Parker. They had a suspicion of where he was, but still Ambi gets away with a frag. Again, Canadian is able to kind of block them as they rotate back down through the lounge hatch. False had a really good angle on the window, but it didn't matter with the Clash blocking that rotate back to site. So it just feels like SR, everything is going to plan.
Could you say B's on the B's?
Wait.
B's on the
right
B's.
here's the baddie. He said my baddie.
Pointing to his headset, by the way.
What did he say?
Know the
That's
history.
a deaf
Oh,
Rexon
nah.
is completely deaf in one
right
ear,
ear.
so he plays with sound in only a single ear. If they're coming from that direction, maybe he doesn't hear them, so
Yeah.
a bit of a minor handicap, but with the scoreline that Rexon has right now, you would never
He's
know
12
it.
and 2. This
Outfragging
guy's
Ambi
deaf
as
going
Ambi
12
is
and 2
still
and
just
succeed, by the way.
in pursuit of the
I mean,
record that
honestly,
Ubisoft set.
it's probably a buff,
I saw
bro.
it
Audio in this
in
game doesn't fucking
Copenhagen.
work. I'd rather
We
just
checked
play
multiple
mute.
times. If anybody wants to correct us, we went directly to Ubisoft.
Like, you
because
know for
we
sure if they're on your
found
left,
a couple
but
different numbers.
know.
They were all
You
over the
have no
place.
idea
So we
if
did
they're
some
on your
actual math ourselves, landed at 203, confirmed by Ubisoft. If this scoreline repeats itself on Chalet and maybe another map, I just don't think there's enough runway for Ambi to land that. But if we go deep into map 5...
Comical Wombat with the Prime, Guardian Angel with the Prime, Apon with the 2, Zen with the Prime, right now with the 15, Eric with the Prime. Thank you guys for bringing yourself. Appreciate you guys. My love, my love.
Like, come on.
Well, both he and Rexon have been dominant so far through this first map, Parker. Rexon, again, has been incredible. He's been positive or even for the last 8 straight maps. What a consistent player he has been for SR. This whole team has been gelling all weekend long. Throughout this tournament, they started all the way back in phase 1. They had to fight through tooth and nail just to get to the Swiss phase. They had to fight through that as well just to get to the playoffs. And now, after an incredible run, they have the ability to do something magical win their first ever finals as a team. It could be a big moment for them. Basement here, 2 minutes remaining, Parker. All of the roamers have more or less fallen back.
I hate to harp on the numbers here for Dark Zero, but
Oh my god. I think he was trying to impact the ram, but he actually got rammed.
Likely intended for the boogie drone. Finds him instead. Not a lot of damage done.
This is a double staircase layer by Rebellion. No double reinforced exo walls. I mean, sorry, freezer walls. So that's interesting. They have a player inside kitchen. But Troy's definitely playing with 2 reinforced walls, barrel side, and playing on cargo shotgun.
Yeah, those castles are going to be... Because this is a cargo hold too, right? Because Troy's playing cargo stairs. They have these guys exo kids.
But they do have a player kitchen. It's a little bit different.
Yeah, well, it's like a complete horizontal counter, and that's exactly what DZ's doing. No matter where they go, they're gonna have some pressure.
They found the player inside kitchen.
But that's, I mean,
that's
gets
huge
the
value.
one, bro.
1 for 1 is crazy.
Good value from the Dogoby's already been had, so not the end of the world that J90 is in the ground.
A minute left. They have the stairs. They don't have any more rams. I wonder how much Vert is already made right now.
50 seconds or else that's curtains. And we go over to Shalet.
We got a Nitro being played by Surf, 3 talks to Baser and Canadian. The first one just gets used here inside of Exo. So that's going to be a little bit of time denial, but the clock really isn't here for Dark Zero. They need to rush
one more smoke here.
This plant is unlikely to be successful.
And Spoit knows exactly where this push is coming from. He's far enough back, and you know how he's been shooting over the course of this event. Very quiet because he's been playing a sheltered role here on this map, but he can still do some serious damage. I'm looking at Kino and NJR here, though. If they fail this one, if Canadian is unable to succeed, that just might be the ball game. But hold on, Ambi's tucked into the corner.
Oh, wait. Troy, help him.
Wow. Gino, masterful.
Now they're going to go for the default plant. Wait, no. Nick's on breach with Case. Nick's on breach on Case.
Wait.
Oh. Wait, 2v2. Hopped up the plant. Oh, Surf.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Wait, did you see how fucking synced up?
Oh, my God.
Did you see how synced up Spoit and Rex were on the earbuds?
God. Yeah, I saw.
2 remaining from the Rebellion with only 10 seconds to go.
Spoit and Surf.
That is insane.
He'll do just that.
Yo, chat, look at how synced up. Look. Bam.
He delivered.
If SR shows
wow.
up like that throughout the Chalet, a dominant map for Dark Zero.
How the fuck, I'll say, how the fuck did that happen?
Lose this, they are in serious trouble, and Shopify Rebellion enters up 1-0.
Yeah, there's no other way to cut it, Parker. Nighthaven Labs was a statement for the Rebellion. Chalet must be a statement for Dark Zero.
Played it.
They are 2-0 on this map this season, beating Wildcard and just 7-1ing FaZe Clan yesterday. One of the most dominant matches that we've seen here at the 6 major so far. And for SR, they've got some 7-1 experience as well. Unfortunately, it wasn't quite beating FaZe Clan. It was
not with the 500 bits. 500 bits. Thank you for the 5.
Sort of scenarios.
Gotta win it for the of course. Give me the tier 1 to the BBC No Ads. You know, take the 500 bits once again. 5 for free.
7-1, 7-2, or 7-0?
They would have known it was coming.
7-1, right?
Believe me, with the 200 bits, nothing else will come close to be worth cheering for. Gotta love, man. Yeah. No, that's sick. That's sick.
Know that Chalet's gonna come through.
W Richie brother.
Made
yeah, if you're watching this on a YouTube video,
let's play
those guys just proposed.
Early. If we flip a coin on Nighthaven Labs and we win, we are almost guaranteed to go up 2-0. This is a great place for this map. For Dark Zero.
You should do like a 2-second cut.
We're gonna trip over ourselves.
It's like, you got anything else to say? Yeah, will you marry me? And then it cuts to the next map.
Good Dark Zero is. Early signs that might be some concern for Dark Zero, though, Jesse. What are you going to be looking for in these first few rounds?
Well, Parker, I want to see some new stuff coming up from DZ. Obviously, they've shown this throughout kickoff. They've played it a couple of times. They haven't, they've shown it against FaZe Clan as well. They haven't faltered ever really on this map. But they can't just rely on their old strategies. They're going to come through and they're going to start by banning the exact same operators they banned versus FaZe Clan.
Developing a
Snake and the Grim. And I think those are strong bans. No doubt about that. Snake in particular, again, an operator that plays a lot by Ambi here on Chalet. We've seen it every now and again from
be aware of everything.
But the Grim, not one that we see SR play a whole lot here. So gonna be interesting to see what
I mean, this is a good time to have a fucking Fink on the board, bro. Guy gets dropped down to 1 HP off the rip.
Below 50% on both attack and defender win rates. So
Saj me the tier 1. Big Logic with the tier 1. Skippy with the tier 1. Joe the BBC No Ads and the emotes, guys. Thank you, Skippy. I got you once more, but
windows can be blocked off for powers right now for DZ, so that's gonna be the biggest scary thing.
I do not expect
Chalet's
them to falter after the shellacking that they took. Usually in a best of 5, the first 2 maps really should be your strongest maps. It's what comes after that you need to be concerned with. So expect a mental reset from Dark Zero.
Yeah, they talked a big game, DZ did. We heard it from Call Out in the timeout. We heard it from Faults in that interview. They feel confident despite losing that first map, but now they've got to show up and showcase exactly why they're so confident. Here comes the library push.
oh my god, that was bold. That definitely bold.
Dark Zero to shut down Ambi and Rexon. They amassed almost 25 kills back.
Wait, Fultz is feeling it. He is feeling it right now.
On the side of Dark Zero here, a good
Clearly,
jump out
it
from
looked like
Fultz.
Oh!
Will greet us on Chalet. Map 1
and yep,
says,
just like we
what?
expected, Nighthaven is a comfortable map for SR.
That's the answer DZ needed.
Chalet's a
Through
comfortable
all
map
of
for
Nighthaven
DZ.
Labs, Fultz got just 2 frags.
I mean, we'll see. First round in, I mean, DZ is definitely looking like it's maybe more of a game now, aside from the beatdown on Labs. But in these BO5s, when it comes to grand finals, it is a battle of endurance. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And what really determines a lot of it is the second and third map, or the third and fourth map, I should say. Third and fourth maps. Very rarely it will get to the fifth, but you never know. And especially with an NA team such as these, might happen.
The 3K from the captain is so confidence inspiring.
Said it's gonna be a long day.
Wait, did I not do the predictions? Fuck.
I think Chalet was also the map that 5 feet.
Oh wait, we got it. Thank
It will be
God.
a bumpy ride as we look to crown a Salt Lake City major champion. I'm very glad
they beat Amadian Fortress.
Something to cheer for now after that blowout in map number 1. Well, I'm looking at these numbers, Jesse, and I'm kind of expecting something similar here, right? SR are objectively better on attack on this map. So if they cannot at least muster 2, maybe 3 rounds, things are probably not going to improve when they swap sides, because frankly, I have about the same win rate defending Chalet at this event as they do.
NJR's on the Bruce Lee mouse.
Even for Dark Zero, that stat remains true. They won every single one of their attacks on this map versus FaZe Clan yesterday. So we know how dominant they can be on the offensive side here on Chalet. We wanted a statement map to come through.
Dude, he's had that forever, bro.
Still early, right? We're 1 round deep into this second map, so you don't start ringing the alarm bells just yet from SR. But even if this map does spiral, I think if you're Seth, if you're Super, you got to kind of do the same thing that Call It was doing and say, we don't expect to win this map. It's a best of 5. It's a long series. If you can win your first opponent's pick, that's a huge boon for you in the series, but it's never something you walk in expecting to accomplish.
No, and when you look at this map pool, Bank, Cafe, and Lair, things get a bit more even from here on out. So you start off strong, you win your maps, you get some motivation, you set yourself up very effectively for the final 3 maps. NJR having some tech issues at the moment. He was very briefly told he was a naughty boy. When he tried to talk to Kino, you're not allowed to do that when there are tech pauses. These rules instituted for a variety of reasons. We are having a full lobby rehost right now, so we're still about a couple seconds, maybe a minute or so, out from getting back into the lobby.
NJR, of course, a critical player to have online in these rounds. He was the only player to come close to positive back on round number 1. 6 and 7 KD, -1 through the first map of the series. Don't say it, bro. For the love of God, just move on.
So how many kills?
6 kills.
How many deaths?
7 deaths.
That's 6-7.
Oh.
He's also been the highest rated player.
Don't move on. Let the people let it marinate. Let the people enjoy it. You gotta let that steep.
They're sick of it too, old man.
They just cheered.
Okay, a couple of them.
I bet you if you were to fire up the Rainbow Six Twitch chat right now, you would see 6-7 dominant.
I feel like you're behind the times a little bit, Parker. I hate to call you out like that.
Twitch.tv/Rainbow. Oh, well, would you look at that?
NJR enters this match with a 125 EPS. Again, that is front runner for MVP of the Salt Lake City Major. He has been their best player all stage.
We going. The hands are going. The bumps are flying.
To his time on Dark Zero when they were winning the Charlotte Major, he is far exceeding his stats from that previous event. It's a long time ago, but even after such an incredible career, NJR seems to just now be peaking as a player.
I will say,
I mean,
like,
he was kind of on that DZ roster that suffered through an awful lot. But I think NJR's
so many
abilities were
NA
never really
right. Like NJR was so hyped for so long, but then
I think the identity of that team was tricky to really pin down. I mean, they went through different leadership, they brought in some different players.
You kind of forgot about him, but he's still the fucking mayor.
Personnel changes.
I'm not telling Fett this, but we made the majors when I was on the team. I think he's talking about after the fact.
Dumping on dumpstering on your favorite NA team, but internationally they just got terrible fucking 2025. So you kind of like write them off, but at the end of the day, they are fucking nuts players, all of them. Not a team
decision for him to step off of that roster. And they've looked mighty good, and it's the best that they've looked in 4 years. And they found their first finals berth with this new roster.
Yeah, it's crazy how fast the success is coming from Dark Zero, but of course there is still work to be done. And as we load back into map number 2, that work will resume.
Not a lot of traps here for DZ. Literally only Ella, and I mean that's really it. Especially for a team like SR with the shield play and everything else. I'm surprised they wouldn't have more, but hopefully this just means that they'll be fighting more fire with fire. If there's any sort of aggression on SR or any sort of attempt for map control, DZ will just fly over and assist, kind of like that secret like methodology.
But they need a lot more than that.
There really is a lot of history inside of this grand finals, and more history will be written, irrespective of which of these teams win.
Chalet's very flowy. It's very like
NA versus NA
I call it punish game, like combo and a combo and a combo.
It's like the split-second decisions. Whereas Nighthaven, you get time to like cook, you know, you really let it like simmer.
Pressure a bit, move up, prone, leapfrog, pressure a bit. And even though you are hitting a lurk, it's like you're fighting pressure.
That SR did to DZ on map number 1. This is just such a good map, but Rebellion could still shock them.
Slow start for the Rebellion, Parker. This is exactly how they like to attack on Nighthaven Labs as well, and this will be a trend throughout this series. They're not going to be rushing into the building in these early gunfights. They're happy to take their time. Their drone game was so good on Nighthaven Labs that it can be good once again here on Chalet, playing on the outside window angles. Of course, they didn't ban out that Azami, but it's not being played by Dark Zero. Instead, it was the Castle Band to come through from SR, and it makes things a little bit more awkward with all of these windows staying up.
Surfing trophy. He's flying. There's only one guy inside, not a whole lot of holes, and the defenders are all the way library side, extending maybe piano. This 1v1 might determine the round. Spoit's coming to help. Oh, this guy's off.
Oh my god, he runs away.
How does he make it happen?
Yeah, it doesn't have to fuse kit, so can't plant, but that's still massive.
Yeah, yep.
So important for this bomb site, even with SR.
I'm trying to figure out where Troy is. It just says backyard. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Up above the bomb site who can deny the plants if they start for it. But again, Canadians still outside.
I mean, but Surf just being in sight is so much pressure. So much pressure.
Key component of the Rebellion's attacks on Nighthaven Labs. They have not let off the gas here whatsoever. There shields absent as well from the attacks of the Rebellion.
They have no one on big window. It's big window. Labron is going to deny all the
Did they forget their guys in sight?
Makes up for lost time, gunning down Fultz. You referenced Fultz's contributions in the first round. They will not come to pass now as there's 40 seconds left. Surf has not been pushed out of the bomb site at all.
That Soul's still on the board, and they still have some sort of vert that can make happen.
Oh, you don't have positions up above. That's why Canadian pushes up the solar stairs, forced back by the smoke, and will have to.
Wait, Ambi backstabbing. Huge. Just swing it, bro. Swing it, Ambi.
Too strong.
Wow, that timing is just
3v3. I mean, 2 lower, Spoit's alone top. Surf kills Kino, going for the hatch. Still a 2v2. Spoit hurt 10 seconds. Yeah, it's over. Wow.
You know what's crazy? I feel like any other team would have crumbled under that pressure.
Yeah.
Just Troy flowing up and down solar.
Well, on the DZ side of things, Parker, really solid defense, not panicking when they lose that site about halfway through the round.
Well, that's the thing. That is dining. Oh, time out.
Okay, listen. One, let's reset. We don't need any like going back and forth. Is fine. All right. What I want to say to you guys is we have so many gaps here, but we have to be reactive to the gaps we have. We can't just sit there for 2 minutes trying to figure out what to do. If Dame is applying pressure site there, we need to do something to apply pressure elsewhere, okay? We can't just sit around waiting for something to happen. I want us to continue to clear traps. If we see them, clear util and spread the map on them. They're reactive and you're getting gaps, okay? We need to, if we see a gap, guys, we have to be reactive to actually get to the gap or to help it. We can't sit there while one guy's fighting the whole team and everybody else is doing nothing. Together on the same page. If you have the gap, everybody go together.
I mean, that's honestly what you were saying.
There you can see what the audience is up to during the attack-timeout. They're getting active, they're showing their support for their favorite teams, but I think some important words being said by Super in that timeout, Parker. Just deciding that there are not really reactions coming out from the Rebellion. They're creating pressure, they're creating gaps, there are ways.
There is a lot of unknown. Troy did take a sweet time. Surf was in the site, and Troy was just twist drone and shit, right? And like, but still, that's the thing about SSG. And you were saying like any other team loses composure, like that's dying. You literally breathe. Like you hold top control and you'll be fine. They have the souls below. They can ping the fucking site or ping the planner. But literally what you were saying, labs is more. You can let it, you know, cook a little bit longer and figure out what you want to do and really like formulate an idea and an execution. Whereas Chalet flow state, right? And like
feels smaller at times.
Exactly what Super was saying was that they just needed to do something. They just sat there with a fucking thumb up their ass.
Never got the top four away from Dark Zero. What does that do?
Quality the prime.
It means you have to fear the windows. It means
Tech with the 2. Thank you.
There's
Yeah.
just so many things to account for because at any moment on a map like Chalet, fighting can break out. Now, obviously, that's true of every single map, but it is especially so on maps like Border, it is especially so on maps like Chalet. And if you can see good discipline from Dark Zero, and then they strike based off of poor information or poor entry from the Rebellion,
Yeah. I feel like, if anything, it'll be like a Master Side over with the Sens. Because, like, this isn't giving me a whole lot of direct here. I will say Surf is droning lower, but... Oh my god, oh my god. Wow. Also think about it, Surf is 100% ready for that because of how far away he was droning that dude.
On this map, but doesn't find anything early on this round. Again, SR, we know exactly what their pushes like to come through. Sometimes they go direct into the window. When you've got Canadian on the Sens, that is an option for you. Ambi already inside a piano too. This is real library, I should say. This is really early control from the Rebellion. It's not being held by DZ.
Maybe they want to pick up the pace a little bit and knock this Dark Zero entrenched style of defense off guard.
Yeah.
Back onto Twitch, they go basement. Very incredibly valuable.
Oh, freebie. Gets, does not get away with it. Pays for his life. But 1-for-1, especially on like a library, that honestly might be worth it. His util, I feel like he's already used a lot of it. Jane, I know big players, though.
Seeing SR get a little bit more active, they're trying to find these gaps to exploit them, but there are library from easy 4v4 now. Spoit just inside a mudroom, has to jump on
lower.
Control of the basement, they've got control of library, they have quite a bit of map control that DZ chose not to hold on to. They never really contested these parts of the map, so it's going to be on DZ to either flank and go for a retake of these positions, or potentially even just concede them and then stop this execute when it comes through.
And they were surveying the perimeter. As you saw that Denari tripwire established around bar, the Solus of Fultz hit the deck as
yeah, they know stock is good.
Neither able to shake each other for the moment. Ambi holding that defuse kit. Kills not coming as easily for Rebellion here on this map. They might be changing that now as they take the lead on round number 3. Fultz will be harassed by that death mark, leaving Newers as the X Factor, and he finds one. He loses the duel. Surf takes care of him, and Fultz is on the run now over by back bar. Still being hunted down, his whereabouts known by Ambi.
This is just impossible, yeah.
Spoit gets the job done, and the Rebellion are on the board.
Good composure out of SR.
This contest so far, Parker.
Yeah.
He's always in the right position to find a bit of a gap to get things started on the side of the Rebellion.
And I mean, honestly, that was like, I feel like there was not like a whole lot of like pressure. It was really just front door. That was the only external pressure that they had. It was really just library, side window, mud. And like still, it felt like SSG was scrambling.
Across the first, second, and third phase here at the major. So he's such a thorn in your side at all times.
No, it's gonna, with a 2, thank you. Wait, did I say SSG?
Just recently, so
no, I didn't.
Clearly feeling a bit of pressure with how good he's been, but even still, he will have such a wide arsenal to go through these next 3 rounds on the attack. Shopify Rebellion, again, did a really good job of finding some of those gaps and taking the space that was given to them. Again, Rexon's able to walk into lobby for free, and he's able to walk into library completely for free. Like, they're getting a lot of this space, because DZ aren't contesting it, it makes it almost easy for SR to start colliding with these kills, to rack them up one after another.
I mean, Chalet, give it the Chalet, take it away. That's really how it works, right? If you can drone them out and put them into unfavorable positions, through the floors, through the walls, bring operators like Lion, like Doty, like Snake, like Deimos, a Ying, even shields are terrific on this map.
Such a silly chat.
You are in such a good position, obviously. Rebellion have been eschewing the shields, Jesse. It is a bit abnormal. I know that we've been talking a lot about Canadian playing these shield operators, whether it be Blackbeard as part of their arsenal or Blitz and Monty being far more common. Dark Zero has not needed to bring out a shield ban against SR on either of these maps.
Yeah, it's really surprising. Coming into this, 46% of attacking rounds saw Canadian bring a shield, but now through 2 maps, he's only done it once on the attacking side. That was Monty to kick off Chalet, and now as they return to that same bomb site, he won't even look to repeat. He's going to be jumping right onto the Ying, so it's clear that SR are not so reliant on Canadian playing those shields. He's still, again, maybe not the biggest contributor in the frag department, but that's okay. He's able to call, he's able to use this utility and find space for his teammates to get some picks.
It doesn't need to be
well, back to the bomb site that started off this affair, and it was a flawless win.
That's like a mobile mute, chat. You can stall out a breach,
of the
you
main
can slow down a
arteries
shield,
of this map,
you can
especially that
stop a
top
sense.
floor.
Big thing is sense walls.
Rebellion
Sense
were
walls
hoping
for
for some
ISOs, you can
early
stop
picks,
those.
if you recall, looking to carry the momentum that they
can stop
earned
the
in map
Damo
number
track,
1
get Damo track,
onwards.
you
It
can 2 by
obviously
yourself.
did not end up happening.
It's a lot
It was one flawlessly by
burst.
DZ. Very little that we saw from DZ that looked bad. And hey, history's repeating itself. J90 and Fultz with the 2 opening picks. 2 minutes still to go. Rebellion already knocked a stride as
I would rather
the 2
have
tips
a
of the
Rudy's
spear in the
DMR
previous
over
map.
DMR.
Right now combined for a single kill.
Well, there's sometimes when you're in pro, like there's like compromise. It's like, okay, you can run a DMR, but you have to go this guy, right? Or like,
but they've played a much more
still the gun is probably like it can very easily be a factor
These guys
of
have incredible gun
the
skills,
decision.
and
It's
especially
definitely
when
a
they're playing
factor.
together.
I'm
That
if it was
chemistry that's
just
been
the gun.
established
Yeah.
over
If we were
years
just
of playing on
picking it for the
SSG has
gun,
been so big for them.
Everybody getting active now. NJR with another pick for Dark Zero. DZ just
I will say the playmaking abilities
is
is definitely higher with
prior to
Tug.
the start of round number 3.
And I think that's like the main thing in pro play. Unless it's util.
Coupled together, Canadian gun
Wow,
down
it's a
by
fucking
Fultz having a sensational game
just
so
one by
far.
one here from
6 picks
SR.
for the
One
captain,
by one,
as
just
it could
dropping
very
like
well be
flies.
another flip.
What the hell?
A 4K from Fultz to give us a flawless round. SR will not get a single kill on this top floor bomb site.
That is a bomb site to forget if you're a Rebellion fan, no doubt about it. The good news for SR fans in the crowd is that they will not have to attack it until overtime if we get there. But Fultz, the captain of DZ, 7 kills across the 2 times they've played that map. Absolutely ridiculous. And again, it's coordination alongside J90. Fultz is moving a lot on these defenses. He started upstairs kind of with Jack up in like library, like small office there, but then walks down those blue stairs for the first frag, goes back down in towards Mudroom. He's always in a different position, and he's so difficult to clear out. Even in that final frag with the C4, he only gets it because J90 is causing some problems. He's causing that player inside of the library to stall out, and it's that team play that is so big for Dark Zero.
Well, they've still been droning well on Rebellion, but they haven't been finding the information that they need, and it is hurting them at the moment. Again, the scoreline on map number 1, 7-2 for the Rebellion. It is widely considered to be their best map. Now we go to Chalet. Dark Zero have a golden opportunity to actually beat that scoreline if this keeps going. A 7-1 is
Troy is on the blitz.
possible
Troy
because
is on the
Rebellion,
blitz.
again,
Now it's
down
gonna
to a
get
heavier
real
win rate on
hairy.
this map is horrific, Jesse. So, if you are not able to put 2-3 rounds on the board here in the first half, the fear is that's curtains and we turn our sights
This
towards
is dying, so I think it's going to be more of a direct, like a full-blown top take. They're not going to like try to do like poke and prod. I think it's going to be commit to the top, send the blitz, gain the control,
but it's still so
go
powerful,
from there.
especially on this kitchen bomb site, because you can keep that top wall closed inside of office, you can keep the wall closed inside of fireplace as well. Like, there's a lot of good places for those flaws. Expecting a bit of a different defense, Dark Zero will not oblige. They bring much a similar lineup as they did previously with Newers lurking
Young
around
Slime did the
that
prime.
floor, going for a
Thank
bit
you,
of
my
a
man.
cheeky
The
play,
BBC
but
knew as the
it flips
emotes.
us in early.
Oh,
Canadian back
oh, that's
on
W
shield.
coverage.
Down goes Fultz, but they trade it so well. Surf dies elsewhere. Twitch drone off the board. Could be somewhat integral for this defender lineup of Dark Zero. Rexing against NJR.
A little bit too spicy on that one.
He'll be back in office next week. Advantage for Rebellion now as this action is broken out very early on. We still have yet to hit the 1 minute mark.
A strangely aggressive swing from NJR. You don't see him making risks like that too often, but he does get hard punished there on the top floor by Rexon with the DMR. So really nice to counter
Dope, never
that
seen the
pressure
light
from
of
SR.
comp again,
This is a bomb
bro.
that they struggled with through the first quarter, but they've had a good answer so far.
J90 plugging holes.
Dope's kind of fucking sick.
Canadian now on the hunt, dancing around the gas.
What the fuck?
As Kino shuts him down. Nade lands in his lap. He dances around it, throws the gas to buy himself some time. Kino's also been able to get case control.
Wow, Kino is just burning so much time here, bro. Jumps?
Incredible.
I get it.
Dark Zero is everywhere all at once. A third nade, and Ambi will get the follow-up.
What is it 2v2 now? Ambi has tracks. I don't know who he can track.
And even after all that
but
time
Rexon's
waste, SR
so
still have a
hurt.
pretty good number on the clock, Parker.
Rexon's
Over
going
60
lower,
seconds
tracking
still in
the
this round.
solos.
They can work with this 2v2 lead. Of course, they've got lots
Not
of
entirely
information.
confident
Lion
that they're
and
all
the
gonna be
Damos coming
top.
through. You're out of Lion scans, but even still, you can get some really good
Oh, he's
info on these
pinging.
last couple players.
Newers is pinging
Not quite full top
the
control.
Lion
J90
or the
is up
Damos,
here, but you've
and
gotta
then
be so
backing
careful
up,
if you're
giving
going for a
space so
plant.
that they get confident and they take the site.
Oh, and he's
Not
got
a lot
the
of
lead
damage
on
for
it.
exposing
Jack
his
seeing
position.
through those holes down below. This top floor was
Drops a case
the
of
main
Soul, sees
impediment
it,
for Rebellion
thinks they're
last time.
planning.
Surf sat down inside
Surely
of his
they're
bomb
aware of
site.
this, though.
The previous attempt. They don't have him now. They've got Ambi and Rexon to try to bail themselves out of this position.
Now they know both are top.
On map number 1. They have not shown
Ambi gonna pressure top. Rexon falls. They have no idea about it.
With 30 seconds to go, that looked like it might have
This
been
is
a
just
mistake.
rough, bro.
Maybe
Like
he
if you double
wanted
the
to
bottom, the
flank.
solos can ping your plant.
Oh, and they're giving. They're giving.
Double drop on in now as J9O will hit onto
I
that
wonder if
dark
Rexon
right.
knows that both gave. 100% knew at least one. Newers wins at that fight. Big kill. Ambi is Ambi though.
Wow.
Don't matter.
Say you settle for 3, pal. The round goes in favor of Dark Zero.
You know the on-screen celebration?
The rebellion.
Oh yeah.
Bounce back. Such a strong round
you
from
turn
DZ
that off, or
top
do
to
the
bottom.
viewers have to
Parker
do it?
again in that 2v2. I get a little bit worried because the Deimos tracks are there. For
Yeah, I know the
Like,
viewers
Dark
can
Zero,
do it,
they are
but
never
I
really
can't
predictable.
find a best
Right
setting
when
for
they
me to
start
turn
to
it off.
send a player up towards the top floor on the side of the rebellion, DZ drop that hatch. They retake the site control. Brilliant shots being hit by both Newers and J9O in that 2v2. Some big moments coming out to clutch that one up. And of course, Kino, you have to highlight his play in that round. Phenomenal on the smoke. Often thought of as one of the best SAS players in the entire world. He believes in that shotgun more than almost anybody else. And his time to delay.
Masses don't know how to turn it off for
This was
themselves.
crazy. The fact that he doesn't get blind by the blitz there is insane.
Are they getting crazy over there?
They're still not going to do it
The
the
rest of the round.
round.
All of SR's attack has to turn their focus onto Kino, and he just makes them pay so much.
I mean, that is a tough position.
I was
If you're
making
not
like a
coordinating
1,000
very
or
well on
10,000
library
bits.
stairs. I mean, those grenades had no real follow-up other than the blitz, and I mean, that's a good bet,
Minimum
right?
bits to cheer.
You drop an anvil on his head, you've got the blitz there in tow.
No, it's gonna be one of
Usually,
the-
that's enough. That was not the case. And
Power
Kino was able to
ups,
survive
power
far
ups.
longer than anybody thought he
No, I found
would.
it. Minimum
I
bits
mean,
to
what
cheer.
Kino did wasn't particularly flashy, and we're not going to really remember that.
Wait, minimum bits to cheer is just normal bits.
Talk about impact versus impactless kills. That is a very high impact kill from Kino, and it just about doomed the round for Rebellion, irrespective of Newers and J9O's follow-up. That's a tough spot to be in, and now the Rebellion are going to have to do the exact same thing that Dark
I'm gonna figure it out after snap, I'm gonna down that.
Figured that out.
Hope to stem the bleeding.
Only the second round, the Canadians played a shield again. We're going to keep tracking that stat. Both times now he has lost.
Troy on the Ying rather than the Sens, but I really wonder more direct side here, driving out trench.
Like what it is. For now, though, they'll put him on the Ying and they'll start to go once again for this bar game site. It's a similar defense from Dark Zero. They're again not holding inside of library. They've reinforced the hatch and they've instead chosen to extend throughout that mid floor. Couple players up in sort of office too. Newers, the main culprit here, 5-1.
Maybe somewhat of a direct here. I really can't see any of the positions. One on slant, two outside library. Troy's actually in library.
Canadian held off the scoreboard so far. He's been in more kill positions than usual, Jesse. He's just not
Oh, big fight, big fight, big fight.
Oh,
huge shot out of Newers. God damn.
Jesus Christ.
That opens it up so much when the execute happens, and now Newers can pressure med side if he needs. Wait.
Down goes NJR, a good one.
Site is theirs. Site is theirs. 3v3. J9O clinches it back. Plant's gonna go down default. Ambi, great coverage.
Where is the coverage? Trying to get to the site, shut down by the Rebellion, and now it's out to Kino.
Wow. That's Ambi.
Freezes him out
Yeah, I
of
think
the bomb
that is so easy to hit, bro.
4-2,
Fucking
the half 4 DZ,
NJR's
they do what they
chonka,
need
by
to
the way.
do.
Trying
Yeah.
to keep people from hitting him on sight. You have your launcher out. That's just chalked. It's just chalked.
Yeah, nerd. Joe was probably gonna try to play the fucking flash. Yeah, I mean it really does not fucking matter on snap, quite frankly. Yeah. And then for the third ban Bulker, just like if we want to start like increasing the pace and moving on these guys, we go for
stronger
a
half for Chalet. So right now this looks
I don't
super
think we
easy.
need them. And then if it does go back to overtime right there, again, like that, you guys are doing really good the entire deep step, just right there at the very end. As soon as we float away from like the fucking spot, like they just ISO'd us again. We forgot that we banned the ace, like they can't open that sock wall, keep in mind. Most people aren't gonna bring fucking EBs for that. Just keep playing.
That part they have to do that, so they don't know anything else for.
Now we can do a little Shalet attack though, fellas.
Yeah, it's gonna be proper.
Oh, that'd be really proper, Junior. If you drone front door, see there's no trap, sit another Abinai.
A nice display of art.
I mean,
I'll
do it.
Nice display of
I don't
art.
think I won't.
Wait.
I don't think you will.
Ooh, Nick Jr. on the rock.
I'm gonna do it with
And
the
then,
around the door.
Bulker
My
too,
point.
quite frankly as well, like the Master, if you see like a really heavy extension, and maybe they have stuff for the ISO setup, like they're doing like the, like a 50 style scheme where they have like the games area, fire, like dude playing like Ivy side office and like
It's
soul
gonna
area.
be slant. Kino is always gonna be on a shield, so here he'll probably be Monty. For that attack, he looked to go library double. Fultz likes to go games window, and basically they want to just clear over. Deimos is just going to sit under in kitchen while they're clearing, okay? So Deimos will be like kitchen side under. and they're trying to go for the clear, what they will do, this is what we need to understand, is that I need us to hold our zones and fight. Do not over rotate, because if you give something up, like in their match yesterday, FaZe backed up and gave them solar. They left one person there and they flipped the entire take, so they had none of the map. Okay,
so we need to fight play style. Maybe they're ready for it.
We're running a lot of traps. If you notice on the strats, I want us to make sure that we're using those traps to try to track, so that we can help where we need to and understand where shit's cleared, so we understand where they could be. Okay?
Is that Rainbows?
No.
So Snake is
Blackbeard.
Snake and Blackbeard.
Or BB. Blackbeard. Okay?
Jack Blackbeard, man.
Listening to Super over these last couple of games, Parker, has been one of my favorite parts of the Salt Lake City Major. The experience and knowledge that he brings into those timeouts is so incredible. Always talking about the strats that they're expecting to see from their opponents, and then a little bit just going into their own strats, wanting to play a lot of shield, or wanting to play a lot of traps,
Super
expecting some shields out of Kino, and then maybe
it's good.
I think it's really good
how he does it. That's how I would
aware
do it.
of what happened in that
but what he does is
game
typically
earlier
what
for Dark Zero
most
as
teams
well.
do
So
before
really
games.
nice coaching coming out
so
from
Dark
both players,
Zero
but
sounds
particularly
different
Super
because
coming in once more.
Adjustments to what they
This guy
already
was
have
pro
gone
back
over
in
before
Rainbow
games.
Six Vegas, Parker.
Super giving him a reminder
he
too.
dipped
I
his
think when
toes
the
into
focus
Pro
on the first half. I also like
Siege
that.
when he
Like
was
you're
on
given the 2
Arrow,
minute
when he was
timeout, you
on
might as well
Rogue.
use
Had to
the
kind of
prep
start over
before
in
the game
Sonics. I
to
remember
completely
casting
focus
him
on that
back in
first half and
Challenge
2 minutes
League
before
Season
the second
9.
half
He
to
has
focus on
been
the first half so you
really
can compartmentalize
grinding
that
with this
information.
team. Finally brought them up to Tier 1, brought them to many different events, swapped over to coach, and now finally stands on a major
Aside from that, I
stage.
think DZ getting the 4 defensive rounds is actually pretty big. I think Chalet has been traditionally attacker-sided for quite a while. And yeah, I think especially with DZ, how they've been flowing on a lot of their attacks, not even just on Chalet, but across the whole. I think they're the best attacking team, right? So it's like attacking team on an attacking map seems like a disaster for SR on this 2-round deficit.
Never been questioned, and I mean, you say the same for Canadian.
Same mirrored bands though on the defense at least. Mira and Castle. So Azami is not banned. They don't run the Azami actually.
For all 5 players, and it is really a team affair.
Blackbeard and Snake Man Rebellion.
Well, we didn't quite get to catch the first couple of bans
a lot of
Zero
more
were
of a
hoping
cheese
for,
up,
but
that's
clearly
the
it's been
issue, right?
Castle
There's
Miro,
so much
very similar to
cheese.
what we saw being
Glass
banned out by
inputs.
SR. They did say after those first 3 rounds, they might want to ban out a Thorn, depending on what SR are playing. Super himself said that our strats have a ton of traps, so that Thorn very likely going to be that ban after round number 9. But for now, it stays open. Spoit will jump on the operator in the start, but the clear will start from Dark Zero.
2 annoying ass players to play against. NJR, arguably the best mailbox NA.
You can see clearly Dark Zero wanting to take this library side
solidly, in my
before
opinion, the
anything
best
gets too
shield player
crazy.
in the world.
Nope, Devin Kruger is fast as fuck. Too close, does not even matter if you turn around. 4v4, 4v3, 4v2. Absolute slaughter, and there it is. The attacking team on the attacking map starts out hot, 4v2. Their shield does die, but they've already gotten everything that they've needed out of him, and even more. And now Troy, 0-5 in a 1v4. I hope he gets 2 here. I hope he gets 1.
Oh my God! One of the most dominant rounds so far in this series.
The way Dark Zero holds
DZ
cuts on this map is literally
taking their own map.
Yeah.
They have people out in spawn.
Let me tell you, Parker, defending versus DZ on
Chalet
Chalet is not something I would wish on my worst enemy, and certainly for
a guy
SR.
in mud with a slit on a barricade.
I wouldn't even wish it for you.
Stairs.
Thank you. No problem, no problem,
You can't move on this. It feels suffocating to play against DZ, I'll tell you that much.
It really does look like an explosive
And I think that comes as a result of
difference in
picking up
pace
a team
between
with that
Dark
many
Zero
members.
and
J9
SR.
and
It took
NJR.
Rebellion a long time to get in the building and get those opening picks. You said it. 50 seconds deep, and Kino gets that opening frag then in onto Ambi. At the same time, NJR did a great jump in. He actually vaulted in the mezzanine window with the glass.
It was beautiful, but it was brutal.
Rexon halfway through there, so some shenanigans on the glass. DZ, a very deep strat book on this map.
Every single way you died at DZ on this map
Chalet.
is just some shit you would be pissed off at.
I mean, at this point, you do have to wonder if...
Like, fucking NJR was in spawn one-tapping a guy in Master fucking the other day, bro.
You heard exactly what was said by Callout and Fultz about map number 1. Hey, we were maybe hoping to knock them off stride on Nighthaven Labs. It did not happen. So now we turn our sights to Chalet, and we are still in a very comfortable position.
Yeah. If I can get some copium to the SR fans, that round was what they were expecting. They expected Kino on a shield. They brought some traps to deny that shield play. It still beat them. It was still a difficult proposition. but they at least know that what they were expecting.
Prime will take the 19, my man.
Now there's no shield being brought
Sensei on road with the Prime Printa, ERN, takes a 2-1. Harrison with the Prime, Gazzo with the Prime. Thank you guys, the brand new subs. Enjoy the BBC, the new edge, you know, thank you. Someone else with 300 bits. He pitched a 10th on bitch root. Okay, dude,
The turnaround has been from Dark Zero on the kills component as well.
I mean, they're keeping it unique.
Really struggling on map number 1. I think it was, you said, NJR the closest to going positive on that team.
Yep.
Kino, the only player with a negative KD at the moment for Dark Zero. I mean, the scoreline should suggest that.
Missed the shield. And he's got a DMR on it, bro. That is not something you want to see. Fire comes.
This is a rough spot to be in for Rexen, looking to not be the first.
Still okay. Still serves the same purpose, but extra utility this time around.
They flushed him out of this chimney spot.
Ooh, timing was a little fucked.
Rexen's playing this expertly, bro. That's why he's a death spot player.
That's where the assault for Dark Zero will come. Logic bombs following up on that.
Does fall.
Oh, but he dies.
That's mess control. NJR's lobby, ready to pounce whenever he gets the chance. Brave move.
Now serves crying for people to come back to site. Now the offense players are running back.
What do you do as a response for the rebellion? You've got to find some way to make a play between flash out of your current positions. No swings.
2 aces still, and that's probably the blue guy, so they could theoretically open up this this single mess wall here.
All around this map, they've got Kino inside of kitchen, they've got NJR inside of solar.
NJR rotates out of kitchen. They leave the position. They're hitting the flip that Seth was talking about.
I mean, at least the gadgets from Rexen will still persist. Spoit has taken up spot in that same area.
Stock, Mez, dining. Oh, Kino. Oh, where's Kino droning? This guy's rapping.
They have up the piano. They have piano control. They can fly across from top side now. Now it's like literally 3v1 on the top guy, 3v1 on the side guy,
dude.
3v1 on the Canadian.
Kino and Troy like ships at fucking night, just completely pass each other. Wait, Troy's coming back though. Troy's coming back. Oh, no, he's not. Wait, is Kino aware?
That's why you see Canadian all the way
Oh.
Basement Hall. Wow. Newers finds Ambi. The aggressive moves aren't paying off, and now it's a
Troy goes down west.
Canadian yet again. Canadian still searching for that first kill. They will call upon him as well as Surf does double
Comes
duty.
up main.
Watching and
Surf is just surely gonna die momentarily.
Away from it as the
Troy bottom
toxic
fire.
gas goes
They're
out.
watching him from
Canadian
the
duel,
fire stairs. They shoot his body. They teabag him.
Another flawless round as Dark Zero moves to map points.
No way. What was scoreline on Labs? Was it 7-2 or 7-3?
7-2.
We said they had to respond with a statement of
I'm at 7-2, 7-2. This could be a fast BO5 if it just goes back and forth on maps with blowouts.
And now we're just 3 minutes away.
Someone else with the 300 bits.
This
Yeah, a little bit. It's a little. They're kind of tweaking and geeking. It's all good. They did a 300 man.
You got to give credit to how well DZ were isolating these picks. It seemed like it was always like a 1v4, a 1v5 on all of these frags, especially early on the top floor. It just wasn't a team game from the rebellion. They were being picked apart one by one. As Dark Zero were able to work from multiple different angles. I said it earlier, but players in kitchen, players in piano, players outside
holding cuts like the way they are.
Windows too.
But use traps to know where to throw bodies at. To me, that's a little contradictory. Maybe he needs to fight them. Fight them where they are, but bring bodies to fight them. But bringing bodies is the part that hurts because Dark Zero are holding every point, every cut.
Who do you pick up on the intel game? Do you pick up on the
Yeah, it's really hard, especially like no matter what, like there's just map diff, bro. There really is just map diff, and like no matter, you might theoretically know the solution, but like it's just like a fucking indestructible terrain. It just keeps on fucking chugging. I think that's DZ right now. Like there's like no matter what SR does, DZ has an answer for it, or they're just too fucking powerful.
As well, 10-4 here on their second map. He was the lowest rated player on DZ back through map number 1, but he's answered big time here on their own
pick. I wonder
what this is for.
It's just his second ever career event. He won the 6th Invitational. It has taken 19 straight events since to make it back to a grand finals, but Faults has done just that here against Rebellion.
Is it going to be like a fake
he's not
solar
let this
into
moment
like
pass.
a site hit smoke
Amazingly,
plant
I remember when
above on
Faults
big
was on that
window?
old,
I actually don't know.
old Challenger League team with Merc and the like, and I
was
patiently waiting for the debut at Tier 1 level, and now Faults is seen as the elder by a lot of players. I am so old.
That's how they beat FaZe. Just a bunch of unorthodox pushes in Chalet.
Captains this team and gives tons of valuable experience to the rest of these players.
He was playing against Super down in Challenger League back in the days when he was on OC and Super was on Elephant Gang. It was the good old days down in Tier 2, let me tell you.
Zedford with the 7. Thank you for the 7G. Thank you, G.
They've already got utility pushing these Rebellion players into their waiting
Oh, there goes the fake.
Well,
Glass is coming, Canine.
Is through the smoke. Kino will now hunt for something. make a misstep in the Rebellion's
Oh, there's Spoit. Football's one still off the side here. Rex and DMR versus a Glass. DMR diff.
Still damage being done. There
Found
goes
the side
Surf.
player.
Canadian
Yeah.
taking serious
Ace
damage.
is in sight, and now
This
they
one
can
just
plant
might be
full pressure
over
from
already.
All
We still
three
got a
upstairs
minute and a half
though,
to go.
and DZ has
Now
so
the
much
last backs
control.
off.
You have to be able to
Now
find
the
a way
two
to
players
battle
up top
back,
back
but at
off,
this
and now they
point,
wait for
map
Plant
three
to
just
put
seems
down
like it is
pressure.
looming in the wings. Jane, I know already a single kill from outside
Pretty
building.
basic. Just
Why
on
not
every single
another?
angle, holding
Finds
your
Canadian on
movement.
a rotation, and Ambi and Ruxner left with it all to
God.
do.
Could it be another flawless round?
Same thing.
Would this really be
It's
it?
just
A
Night Haven.
flawless round for DZ?
Rebellion
Get yours.
clearly better.
Down goes Kino.
Chalet,
Unable to
Dark
stop the
Zero
defuse
clearly
hits,
better.
And a drop will
And
not
here's
be
where the
had.
match is even
The
up.
mayor shuts them down.
Here's where the match is even up.
Dog walk SR
Going into
on
map
their
3, here's where
We
shit gets
will
real.
Go to bank, all tied up.
Now either team can go to match
Go to a
points on
best
those
of
match
three in
or
Salt Lake
series
City.
point.
That's
of
exactly
this
what
next
these
map.
two teams expected.
Holy
Dominant
moly.
performances
That's
on their
crazy.
own map picks. Now things
That
will
is
start to get
fucking
really
insane.
tight.
Maybe DZ's got the best Chalet.
Yeah. I think they do. I think they do, honestly, after.
Taking out phases, dogging on SR the same fashion. It was a 7-2 for phase, 7-2 for SR. But it doesn't stop. Like, dude, they literally just played it yesterday, and that's like kind of a weakness sometimes. Where like you play a map, and then the enemy team in the next series knows you just played it. They want to take you to it, or that they know that you're gonna want to go there. And it's like it's so fresh. They're not going to change anything. And
For now, Parker, we've got to load into bank, and some would tell you that we're already 40%
see now.
of the way through this
Oh wait.
grand final,
Oh, never
but
mind.
would
I
argue
really
it's
thought
just
fucking
getting
Clash Band just
started.
popped up
The
for a
way
second.
these best of 5 goes, you get ban, pick, ban, and then only 3 maps remain. While this is technically going to be the pick of
two
Shopify
huge
Rebellion,
time waste
both
operators
of
from
these
that
teams
basement
banned
site,
maps out until we
particularly.
got just 3 maps
Rebellion
left in
seeming
the
to have a
pool,
read
so
on
we
Dark
expect
Zero
both teams to be
strats,
very comfortable
Montaigne,
on all 3 of these next maps.
Ace band.
Absolutely, and I
Both
think
these
we're
teams
gonna have a
defeated
pretty
literal
good show of this, as you said
monstrosities of
before,
enemies
Chalet
on this
was
map,
fully
right?
over. It's a
DZ
best of 3
barely
now.
edged out
The
phase on this
advantages
map,
are
but
gone. It
SR
just
put on
comes
a
down
fucking
to
clinic
that pool. So
and
buckle
railed
up,
G2 on the map.
sit
Granted,
tight, go maybe
that
get
was
some
Ambi's 21-on-1
beverages.
map,
It's,
but we've
Salt
clearly
Lake,
seen is
they're
that
all
Ambi can
thirsty.
still put up the
Salt
numbers
doesn't
on
help.
maps that he's
Get
good
your
at.
soda.
Well, yeah,
If
get some
Ambi
soda.
puts on another
It's all the
clinic this
rage
map,
here.
it looks like a
And
Rebellion map.
prepare
We'll
yourself
fucking
for
see
bank.
Ambi on that lurk, baby. Ambi on that
As
snake.
one of these
They have
teams
Snake
will
off the rip. I
move
mean, surely,
to
like, dude,
series
they just
point
got to give him
with the
free
victory
reign.
here on
Any
bank.
op he wants on this
What
map,
Really
just
just
kill
comes
it.
down to
Oh, never
Does that
mind.
same
Wait,
team
I thought it
carry
was
Cafe
overtime or comeback. I lied to your face.
And
Oh,
Parker, it's not
DZ
every day
railed.
you see
Oh,
a
okay.
Tachanka
So
ban
NNA is just
in
the best
Rainbow
bank region
Six
out of
Siege,
nowhere.
but that is respect
EU
being
and
shown
Brazil
to
dominated
one
bank
man
for so
and
long.
one
Yeah,
man
my fault,
only.
bro. I had the wrong score in my
NJR
head.
is
Shit.
without a doubt the best
Shit.
assault player in the world.
No, don't
This is
say
the
that. You're
most
okay,
played
bro.
defensive operator
Relax.
here at the Salt Lake City Major. He has a 64%
Okay,
win rate
and two
across
teams
all
that
maps
beat-
when playing that
Also,
operator.
both
He's
these
so
teams, I just
good
want
when
to
it
say,
comes
like,
to
they
shooting
both
those
beat
fires.
what everyone thought would
SR say,
be
let's
the
just get
final
rid of it.
G2
We'd rather
phase.
deal with
Like,
him
both
on
these
the
beat
smoke.
those
He'll be
guys
playing a
here.
very
Yeah.
similar position.
They're definitely defying odds, and they're definitely
Backing
killing
off
people's
the site for
predictions,
the
mine
Games
included.
to waste some time, but keep an eye on NJR.
Yeah, let's
If
get
he
the
does
gun or
struggle
not?
I got the
a little
gun.
bit, losing that LMG and losing
I got the gun.
gadget could be part
And
of
you're
the
like,
reason
it's
why.
impossible, right?
This is a
Puzzle for you?
massive map. There will
No,
be
I
lots
yeah.
of
I mean, I've
isolated
literally, I'm like
engagements
2 for.
occurring on all
I've gotten 2 correct in
portions
playoffs so far.
of the
Oh my god.
on-site.
It's okay. You know what? We'll play ranked, and then I'll run the skin, so you can live vicariously
Where
through
we
me.
are, looking right now for
You drop
round
the gun
number
from me in
1.
rank so I can pick it
Expect
up
there to
and
be
play
quite a
with
bit of
it.
pugilism as these teams will come to blows. One of the things that really benefited Shopify Rebellion back in map number 1 was their drone work. That will be even more important.
But they're replacing it with the smokes, the nitros, and the echoes. So honestly, same amount of plant denial, maybe a little bit less on the time denial, though.
Probably
I'm
will be
surprised you
the
don't
team
have a
that ends
Goyo
up
here,
winning this
considering,
map.
like,
Yeah, and of course, Ambi and Spoit are going to be 2 intel operators that we typically see. Ambi over the IQ, so changing things up a little bit.
I think it's more just like the ward and smoke echo. Like those are the 3 that are like kind of needed, and like they, you know.
Listen, Ambi with the IQ and Rexon with the Thatcher late round can literally Thatcher everything on site. They can Thatcher out the echoes when they come from plant, Thatcher the warden glasses, and Thatcher the smokes when they fly for them. That Chonka Ben could be huge with the Thatcher on the board here, and the IQ pick as well. This could be a genius strat from Shopify Rebellion.
They've got the Habana, all the hatches should
And
be open with no problem.
with that Tachanka ban, remember when we saw Troy drop red to go for that Tachanka, so I wonder what they're going to do with this blitz this time around. Oh my goodness.
Not what they wanted.
IQ not being used, I don't think.
Does Spoit have the shotgun?
Oh, they're running it.
Oh my god. Wait, hatch is even open. Now it's just a a 1v1 on this blitz if he overcommits.
Zeko coming over here to help him.
It's been about 40 minutes since Canadian was
Probably.
able to get a kill again.
Oh man, that's big fucking damage. And here's the thing, they smoke it, they know the Warden is back rack, so there's no help. There's not going to be any concrete help. other than this guy running through.
Did not get Sight Hatch open either?
Yeah, they were able to EMP the Yokai, but Kino doesn't care.
Wait, yeah.
He's the head of Canadian instead.
Sight Hatch open. No, Sight Hatch is open.
How the fuck is Viewers allowed to do this?
I mean, that is good routing. That is actually good routing.
Maybe a bit of a step back for this DZ defense as they will reposition Echo's drone.
Finally managed to
Nade goes in,
IQ
Kino
Echo
flushed
out
out of that
the...
position, right into the arms of Rexon.
Echo
Good
drone.
coordination. Rebellion still trailing numbers. 30 seconds.
Yeah, 20 seconds. The Thatcher is still on the board here, but they have so many smokes, Nitro, and at least one Yokai, surely. But Jan, I know his X Factor hitting the top.
Wait, Plat's going down, though. Plat's going down.
Can he do? Rebellion have their hands full. Ambi takes
What?
down Newers. They're boxed out of the bomb site. Rexon holding the defuse kit. A surprise looms for this Rebellion
J9 bottom
team.
server. J9 perfect flank.
Oh,
J9
man.
The brilliant decision making by J9 goes all the way up
Dark
top.
Zero not letting up after Chalet. They open bank with a successful defense.
Yo, Batman did the 3
sub. Would set
What's
NJR
up,
back
dude?
a bit,
What's
but
up?
he is better than that. Plays so well on the smoke there, Parker. You saw him delaying that plant for so long. They didn't really get to start it until there was maybe 5 seconds left in that round. Hit some beauty SMG 11 shots to close that one out too. Of course, you start with this 2-man lead coming out from these extended players.
SMG 12 shooting the feed on. Well, actually, he was 1 HP. Never mind.
Round from Dark Zero, where the early game went their way. They didn't lose anybody on that very small roam, and then when it came down to the final seconds, I mean, 5 seconds is not going to be enough for SR to make an execute go through. Certainly not with a flank on the top floor. Certainly not in a 2-man disadvantage.
Well, I mean, you just got to mentally reset again. When it comes to experience, we worried the Dark Zero.
Sticking the Echo once again. Heavy emphasis on info or just like active drone, because I think that's like the one cool thing about Echo, and like especially with like the extra Yokai as of what, 6 months ago, is that you have so much freedom. You can play it with like crazy time denial or literally just droning your boys to fucking hunt the attackers. And I think especially for SR being a heavy execute team, like they're all about trying to stay up 5v5, work the execute, and that's where they thrive.
Big.
So like if you can like disrupt that with an aggressive Yokai and the guy behind it, that's just stonks.
Slightly leans defender sided, but these two teams are both very good at attacking. So you really think 3-3 or 4-2 in either direction.
That's crazy to
fine,
think that like
and I would
that's low
expect
key.
that. If we get to a 5-1, okay, the panic alarm starts to ring. But
yeah.
DZ
They
with their
got
primary
folded by
bomb site, that
SR,
shouldn't be
and
alarm
Ambi was
bells
just
just yet for
going
Rebellion
literally
fans.
Windows take by SR now.
Round 4 comes
They have the
through,
long
but of course,
angle
the second
here
round,
on long
Beaulo
desk Ash
upstairs.
open. That's where he comes
DZ
to
likes
play
trying to
against
defend with a little bit more
Rexon
presence.
on Windows, he's going to be able to the aura up, double windows, double doors in exec and allow for repellent.
Coming the way of DZ.
And then I'm sure Ying and
look at
Surf
this
will
lineup
repel
they
and
brought
go
as well. The
go
Rara from
together.
Rexon, the Glaz from Spoit.
Yeah, the round will basically be determined on what happens on this main window swing right here. With the Ying, with the BB, and if they're going to get the frags.
Saw a bit more play after some
the
changes
Ace fan makes
during
it
the
so that the
midseason,
Habana
but
would
the
not
big
be
happening.
able to hit that E3 wall.
Smokes are going through, Raura's flying, BB's gonna jump, execute's happening, curve pressure from Ambi, this is his spot, this is where he's eaten up before in the past.
Wow, good flood SR. Guy coming up red stairs as well. Wait,
Oh,
big gunfight win against Spoit for J9 though.
A very quick entry for the Rebellion. We're not even at the halfway point, and it's been rebuffed by Dark Zero.
Surf's entry was excellent, but his whole team fell around him. That's going
J9's
to be the big
literally
problem.
stuck.
Now they're
He's
in a
stuck
man.
on that
Oh,
Good
wait,
awareness by
did he?
Surf.
Just flicks around
Really
and
good
finds
awareness
the
by
head
Surf.
vault, evens things back out 2-2, and Rexon
That-
are in a really good position.
It was still technically a 2v1, but maybe the wrong call. They did it together, but maybe wrong call.
Three-letter duo on this team holding down the bomb
Aurora up and
sites.
plant here.
I wonder if they have any info for the curve walk.
Diffuser on the side of the Rebellion. They have plenty of time to do that. And early action has now made way for
this situation, I feel like I would try to plant as BB and have Raura cover.
Worried about
Found him top
over
square.
towards paper. That's NJR waiting in the wings.
JR good patience by
Rexon
him.
will have to rely entirely on Surf.
DZ's really making SR feel the pressure, and this is already a high pressure situation. 1v2 BB, 1 HP versus a Warden and a Thorn, but opposite sides, so technically could isolate the 1v1s here, but unlikely. I think they're gonna just break this guy down layer by layer, make him scared.
So tragic.
On his back, NJR
Sprint
swings
out there,
around,
they're just
buying
playing
time.
with this guy,
On
bro.
the defuse kit, Surf will go.
And they had no info. Everyone on their team is spectating as well. They had literally no info besides Hall.
Reposition, but he doesn't want to.
They were just playing
He's holding
perfectly
this
off each other.
cross. The moment that he attempts
Burning
to
down the
defuse,
time,
they fall
breaking his
in,
mind,
then they
burning down the
fall
time, breaking
out.
the time.
Quite a rhythm here now as Surf will attempt it for the 4th time. up against a hard
Chalet
wall.
is it.
He manages to get it down, and they
And the double swing at the end is perfect as well. Literally perfect. There was zero way Surf could have won that. The coordination on DZ right now is insane.
Continuing their reign of terror.
And right there is so tragic if you're Surf, because Surf played that literally as perfectly as he could have.
Yeah, you have to fake it. Like, a lot of people say pros don't fake, but in that situation, you need to tap. You need to fake it. Like, it just sucks. Bad situation.
Yeah. Okay, with this Echo, guys, we need to be running Dokkaebi. Okay? They're using that for the info to get aggressive on us. If you notice, they're playing very bunkered and just waiting for us, and they're acting up the Echo. I think we can third ban that. If we do third ban that, I would expect maybe a Mira, Clash, or both, okay?
I think we just do the mute, because we have all the ops for it, and the...
Okay, that's fine. But
I mean,
if
they
we
could ban
want
Doke, but
that's fine, Troy. But if we want to do that, I think we need to be running Doke for the rest of this game.
Yeah.
Guys, thing here is, again, they're playing bunker. They're looking to retreat, or
yeah,
they're just standing the ground waiting for us to push in across it. So we need to make sure that we are establishing what we need. Like that last round, the whole take is based off Will walking Glass main lobby. We have Ash. We didn't clear the BP. Make sure we're helping each other and calling what we need to do. Okay.
Okay.
let's go, boys.
Sounds good. Stick with it, guys.
Let's
Come on.
go.
A lot of that timeout focused in on the Echo, which has been played so well by the captain of DZ. False has been really running this operator to great success, and Super said it. They've been using this yokai drone to get aggressive, to force some early frags, to favor the defense on the side of Dark Zero. Again, if you can get things messy on the side of DZ, that is always going to favor you, because they have
as shitty as the hand he was dealt, he was playing it to its potential.
Fans have been asking for years of what it would look like to see NJR and J90 on the same team.
Swing with the 4. Coach on the plant. Oh, no. Give me the 4. Free that.
Situation, and they're going to be
NJR literally hasn't been on the main stage in how fucking long he's still like
so perfectly. Parker,
there's a fucking
never giving up before he
necessary.
picked.
It's crazy the last two are J9 and NJR, right? The two fucking premier NA mailboxes, premier clutch players in NA.
And that's that late
and they just show the fact that they're just not perturbed. They do not give a fuck. They do not care.
Showing up again here in the finals.
When you've got Canadian in a matchup, he's going to eat up a lot of the air when it comes to leadership and the conversation around it. But I feel like we're doing a bit of a disservice to not highlight how good and how critical these comms are for Dark Zero. They are always in control.
They are running the Dokkaebi, and honestly, it would be Ambi to be the one to do it. So he has to forego the snake and go on an op that, you know, he's still good on, but not snake, just for this utility. And now, the one time they bring it, no Echo. Maybe they read into it. Maybe it's just a part of their setup. Who the fuck knows?
One thing Super wanted to see was he said, if we're not going to be banning the Echo, we need to run Dokkaebi for the rest of this match. That's why Ambi's immediately jumped on this operator. Usually on this bomb site, you'll see him either on the Snake or even the Nook. He likes a little bit of sneaky Nook play on this bomb site, but is forced to go over to the Dokkaebi. Now, there is no Echo being played by Dark Zero, but you just can't risk that anymore.
Going for the walk.
And it's going to be a quick one. They take control.
Walk straight through top square. Crazy off-tempo entry.
Quiet so far today. They will need a big game for him.
There's a smoke pump and Marble helping. Trades are working out in SR's favor. 4v3.
He knows Sting.
Oh. He knows he's close. Shotgun out. Shotgun versus shotgun.
Wow, Spoit.
Wow.
This is actually a Spoit show.
1v3. Newers is cooked, yeah.
Wow, wait, that was a Spoit show. That was a pure Spoit show.
A big bounce
Holy moly.
from Shadowfire Rebellion to get on the board.
Spoit actually won them
really
that round.
Nice push
Crazy.
There to clear through the
He
top
actually
floor,
like just
Parker.
reset.
What I like about that push is you've got the short range and long range working together. From all the way back at the top of square, it was Surf on the glass. He was finding those long range picks. He was doing some really good work, trading out Canadian after he went down and finding that opening pick. And then Spoit, the other S player on Shopify Rebellion, able to just run in with the skeleton key, get a couple of crazy picks in the midst of that push as well. You mentioned it briefly in that moment, Parker, the pace being set by SR is really nice to see. Again,
more powerful on these players.
Great pace coming through that first couple of rounds. That's largely due to the bomb site. It's really hard to have a fast-paced push when they're defending on the basements and they're not going for a roam game. But if you let SR take control of the game in the early moments, I mean, that can be where they thrive. Dark Zero, one of the best late-round teams in the entire world. But if SR can get more of these early fights, that could start to favor them.
I think that could be a big momentum shifter right there.
Overstate what we saw from the Rebellion there. That is the tertiary site for a lot of teams. Of course. You've got the basement and you've got the top floor.
Maybe on the Doke again. I do wonder if they're going to piece it together and they can realize that he can hop off of this.
Yeah.
But as you can see, SR, their drones are pretty passive. They just get into their corner of the map and they just sit there. So they're not, I don't think they're really sacking a whole lot. Like Rex's getting the free plays. Yeah, like I think they're going to just assume and not find out. And so Ambi's going to stay on this. But Spoit is going to actually go to the Snake. So it's going to be Dope and Snake. 2 great odds for clearing the map and just making sure they have the map with clear confidence.
Once again, they will not choose to ban out
and the line. I didn't even realize that. Scan off the rip, disrupts the setup. Kino's caught off site. Bolt is caught off site.
Something that we don't have as many tools to play with, so they will continue to run this Doty.
Bashing in the Snake. They might actually be able to snag away early entry here, which would make it super easy.
Start to be a little bit more effective with these long-range hard breaches coming through too. So good tools from the Rebellion.
A lot of time waste.
And again, Parker, we have a relatively passive hold playing by Dark
Newer's
Zero.
playing instead of
Newer's and Faults maybe a little aggressive on that
reinforced wall. Yeah, he does a reinforced wall. It's a hard kit throw. Hard kit throw from Dark Zero, but Rebellion showed last time against a hard Roman fight. They can
worried when you try to roam on this
stick it out, enter together, and beat it.
Spoit is in a position where
they cannot leave double door. They have to fall through red hatch if they do want to fall.
E2 already gave. I think they're all almost out. Never mind. Faults and Newers are still in open.
We mentioned that if things go
now the question is, how much are they going to fight it, or how early are they going to give it? Because sometimes it's like you might have a plan in the beginning, like okay, let's just fall and play the layer. But like sometimes you see something, you see an opportunity, and you just stay and you thug it out and you fight.
They're getting ready to fall. Is there a guy in fucking hatch?
It can be tricky with Snake sometimes.
They're off, yeah. Playing the util, playing the 5v5.
They have to open the hatches and nade the Goyos off of the server door now.
A little bit more aggressive than I think back in round number 1, just with Faults and Newer's positions, but fall back towards the site. And now Kino kind of becomes that first line of defense. He's been playing those server stairs. And he's on the shot. I said it earlier, Parker.
Kino, does he leave or does he stay? He's playing to die. He's playing to die.
And it was Jane, I know, on the mute.
Oh, and they're doing the Brazil Azami. Brazil Azami playing inside under the hatch, able to block up the angle from the hatch and fight for him.
Guards this important avenue to the bomb site. Blue is one of the most hotly contested parts of Bank when the bottom.
Flame lower, nade top. Flame lower, nade top. Are you gonna drop or are you gonna push?
Wow.
Still alive, bro.
They know he's still close.
And oh boy, they might just
this is a Kino round. This has to be a Kino round. Has to be.
Oh my god. Expertly played by Kino. Holy moly.
Yeah, might single-handedly right here win the round. And then it's up to Troy versus a pump. And I'm not a betting man, but I would put some money on Kino for this. Flame pretty mediocre.
They have to hit backside.
Smoke's gonna be a tell. Smoke goes. Main pressure through the Goya, through the fire and the flame. Spoit falls. Troy gets on the board after a whole map. 1v2. Might be able to pick up Surf.
He'll have to get Surf back up. This is a decision made
Get Surf, puts down the bomb, Surf cover, locker door plant. Oh, slight miss time on the ADS.
And to honest to God, I know Chad's been aiming this whole time. I've been kind of defending Troy. Last map, Troy getting any amount of kill besides 5 every round would have won in the map.
Nice try by the Rebellion to try to pull that one back.
That there,
as you said,
in my opinion, was a crucial gunfight moment where I could have swung
no
that
doubt
round.
the MVP clutching up on those stairs. He is so
and then here's the thing.
important in that position.
At the end of the day, Siege is an FPS. Doesn't matter how smart you are. At the end of the day, it's going to probably come down to a gunfight. And if you miss your shot, you'll lose the round. And so yes, there's immense value in being one of the most hailed IGLs, but sometimes you really just wish you would just hit that shot.
I think like on the res, on the smoke, on the picking up, on this gunfight, it just ultimately
Jane, I know, so clean.
The youth is not there, but still, I want to give compliments, right? It says something to be able to make 4 grand finals in 4 different eras on 4 different teams. It says something about you as a player.
100%.
When you're going that negative, you're making the grand finals though. It's not like you're doing nothing, because if you did nothing, you would lose. You would never ever make it this far, ever.
Don't do much else. It's a very important spot. It can be towards the bomb site. It can be looking at the bomb site. It could be on flank watch.
Because he has the Avengers on his team. Well, bro, he's a part of the reason why they've done, you know, pretty well. He's like the one like leading them, right? So it's like, it's not like a Make-A-Wish and he's just asking for fucking the Hulk and Iron Man and Spider-Man to fucking hang out with them. Like they, you know, there's a reason they're all together still.
Talking about the Echo, talking about how they were going to counter that operator. Dark Zero haven't run it since. They have not brought that operator.
Dude, I don't even know if you can make that jump. I've always tried that and I've never made it once.
This doesn't go to plan. You no longer have that final.
That jump from that pillar to the fucking banana.
Back in your favor.
Oh.
With the mute ban, they can likely open up that Kanto wall with relative.
Live a little, bro. Live a little.
Position, of course, with bandit batteries, but they've got players all around these windows. They've got still lots of utility to try to flush these players out. Ambi downside main lobby. There is nobody roaming below the site, but that doesn't mean there can't be somebody.
Ambi going E2. He's feeling it. Not a whole lot of drones. This guy's just face checking it.
Yeah, mainly a top square clear.
Break blast in case of emergency. Ash being brought out, an operator that
They've done this exact same take versus G2, but the only difference was Surf got an early pick onto their janitor player, so we'll see. We'll see what it's like in actual 5v5.
W memory, bro.
Yup, W.
She's one of the best.
Viewers a little scared of the lobby repels and the Capital. I think he does not know that they don't have a Capital to clear him out. Is it a miss? I think it's a missed Sens wall.
It's most played operator here at the Salt Lake City.
Back in Trump now.
90 seconds deep and no real action coming through. SR have taken some good map control. They've got Surf over towards Square, and of course they've got that lobby control and control down below the bomb site, but they don't start finding picks, Parker. I'm worried about the late round again.
Wait, a little bit different. Troy's running up red with the Ying. I feel like they're kind of reading into this. These smokes on top red is a little bit unorthodox. They've surely done the prep. 5v3, Troy with a pump, long range fight. Dang, he's gonna call it off. Oh! Doesn't matter, still closes it out. Wait, wrapping the Sens wall.
Wow, good power. Look at them.
Wait, Surf TK. Surf TK. J90 kills Surf, and right before he falls, kills Rexon. Oh my goodness.
Look at the movement from DZ. They all flooded towards CEO side. Like at the exact same time. Left Canadian behind. Fuck you, Canadian. Fuck your pressure. We're gonna go CEO.
He's picking away a tough shot to be made with this Reaper. I mean, one shot's all.
Will he get any here? Will they give any chances for Troy to whittle this down into a 1v2? Because 1v2 doable, 1v3 a little harder.
4-1 for Dark Zero. Chalet looking a lot like Bang Bang, looking a lot like Chalet. Jesse, I can't tell the difference between these two.
Oh, it's a massive round coming out from J90 from Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. He has been big for this team, and once again puts in the work in round number 5. Just able to solidly shut down that.
Dude, I hate, bro. This guy is just not. He's just addicted to doxing people, bro. He literally, Hot Cold was playing. He dropped first name, last name, fucking city and state, bro.
Very isolated. After you kill those window players, and after Ambi dies right here, Canadian is all by himself, walking up the lobby stairs. And sure, he wins his 1v1 versus Fault, but he's got no teammates to play with. He's got the defuse kit by himself. Even with site control, his teammates aren't able to play the objective to put the defuse kit on the ground.
Wait, what is that? Estrogen Ambi, 3 years in PL? What is what, bro?
Unbelievable.
Estrogen Ambi is a crazy
J90 was the highest rated player on DZ towards the start of kickoff. I can't remember exactly what day it was, but Kino was at 1.2. Again, it just goes to show you the depth of this
Darkness is your
Anybody can step
ally.
up when needed.
Yeah.
And I mean, the big criticism that we had
running the open, gonna be a slight Jan hold probably with Kino. Troy on the blitz, Snake, Ambi on the dope. Seems like a bit more of a square stock hit onto the top control. Get the picks top, figure out where they want to end.
There's no danger for Dark. There's nothing to be saved in this.
It's big damage, big fucking damage, and Rexon doesn't even know it.
So it's those auxiliary players, those support players that are often criticized for not helping out that deserve all the praise on this Dark Zero team.
We need to see some bigger moments from SR. We are
SR going home. Bro, this is the grand finals. They're both going home after this.
When both of these teams favor the offensive side, you start to get very concerned with what the rest of this BO5 looks like. Rexon on 1 frag, of course, Canadian on 2 as well. I mentioned Rexon came into the series with 8 straight positive or even maps. Was positive on that first map as well, so that would extend his streak up to 9. But negative on that.
Wait, first floor hit, first floor hit. Pressure the top, Blitz and Ambi doubling up in tellers for the archives control. They are reading into it. Wait, the lobby jump, the lobby jump.
The fall over, he's vaulted over lobby.
Oh. Wait, he, what? NJR wallbanged that guy. Wow. That is insane. Newers even need to do anything, bro.
This is a
But the
great
tack, like,
read by
look how
Dark Zero.
fast,
And
chat.
while every half
Look
has been
how
4-2,
fast DZ went to help. That guy hopped over lobby and literally .2.
13 for
In like
J9O.
a
He's on the
split
precipice
second,
of it.
already
Finds the
dropped
player,
down to help
but
his
doesn't
boy.
quite find him through the wall.
And now they
He'll
fall off
back
top
down
and it's
towards the
5v3.
site, so that
Holy
top
shit,
four
there's levels
conceded
of
now to the
coordination
Rebellion,
shit,
but
bro.
this is still not a favorable position. Everything SR have tried has
Yeah,
been
now they have
perfectly
just
countered by
scraped
DZ.
something away because
Attempted
now
rush
DZ
into the
5v3, they
ball,
know
but
this is
they
such
immediately
an
were behind
important
him.
round. They're going to
Numerous balls
tighten
over
up,
the wall,
right?
get those
They're going to
back
just
shots
peel
for
off in the
Canadian.
side. They're going to still
Starts
hold on to
getting
this Teller
really
archives, but
scared
they
at this
they know
point.
their
They
X
have to
factor,
retreat
their
to plan
whole
B. They
plan
have to
from the
cut
very
to 3v5
beginning, the
and
blitz, the
frankly,
dope,
Parker
doubling
just
up into
started to slow a
tellers
little bit.
is
Well, I mean,
done.
you lost your blitz, you
You
lost
just
your
need
Dokkaebi. This
to
was
play
a go for
tight,
broke
play together,
strategy,
play the
and broke seems
crosses,
to be on
and
the
everything
menu
else should
for
just fall into
Rebellion at
place.
this point. I mean, how do you course correct? Diffuser is miles away
We'll say
from you.
surf on the
Likely
snake
being
could
watched by these
be
Dark
something
Zero
here.
players.
I do like
It's
this,
in the
targeting the
just part of
site
the
players
map. And hey,
rather than the
back
players
down
with the
from
case.
Spoit. His position is given away.
Oh, the
Spray
spray transfer, Jesus.
And he waits for his guy on site to take contact with the guy in quad wall, then he swings out.
Doubled up by the remaining Dark Zero players. Rebellion
The
has
surf
a
not gonna
Wow,
stand.
ready to
playing
pounce.
with impunity. Spoit will collect a kill on defaults. The only person able to find
Really
frags
1v3,
so
did it against
far
Swiss
on
and
this
Blind
Rebellion
Yeah.
Virtus
round.
Pro.
I think he might be able to get
This
the
is a
Tellers
different
guy,
team.
but
North
This
American
position for
team.
Spoit one bit.
I
I don't
don't
think
think
so,
so.
bro. I
He's
think they're
given
gonna
his
touch,
position
bro.
away.
I think they're gonna
Heralding
fucking
his
touch, bro.
rival
It's an NA
to
team.
the bomb
You're not
site.
playing against an EU team anymore that just
He'll
gives
pick up
away
that
bodies.
kit, twitching around but running
Yo.
out of time. Down goes Newers.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. I think he's gonna get the Tellers guy, but I think when it comes to the 1v2, it'll be over.
J9O again.
Holy
A
moly.
walloping delivered
Whose pick was
by
Bank
Dark
SR?
Zero
Yes,
on
this
the
is
first half
technically
of
SR's
SR's
map pick.
DZ
But in a
are
BO5, guys,
and
like,
there
it
is
doesn't
still
really matter.
so
The map
much
picks don't
time
matter
to go
other
in
than
this
the
map
first
for them
ones.
to seal the deal.
It really doesn't. But at the end of the day as well,
Listen, on the basement
it doesn't
side,
really matter in
if
BO5.
we, fellas, detach, listen. On that basement side right there, if they fucking are doing their own, remember what we talked about? We can do Junior on the Twitch, we can throw it as a light in, while you take a knock. In through the lobby side, like take your Twitch drone, throw it across the map, then go to the D-box side. If we need to kill the blue guy, Junior can use his SNI, you can try to cross on that, but in general, Kino and Bulker, if you see that, I want you guys to go fuck that guy on blue stairs and just go straight to side.
Fuck that guy on blue stairs. Fast kill blue stairs.
Listen, on the, if they're doing the anchor, and they're doing their fucking blue stairs extension with the clash inside of server Bulker, we're gonna take the Thatcher anyways. We can fuck that dude. Like, you can take the Ying paired with the Thatcher.
I'm liking these
and then we
comms.
can literally
Fuck that
just
dude.
the shit out of him. Thatcher, so we can't clash shield. We can drop down and crank that guy. Just pop the main hatch first, because otherwise...
If caps up, can I just double cap him too?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you
Okay,
can.
just EMP.
The only reason I was saying the Ying is because we can also Ying blue stairs off that as well. Like, we can use the Thatcher for ward dogs. We can do both.
Yeah.
If that
Okay,
makes
Oh,
sense.
the
like
bait
that,
strat. The one where they have
Yeah,
Canadian
is it
server
better?
rack.
No, not yeah, it doesn't have to be on the Ying. You could also take the shield if you want to go for like the Blackbeard plant, whatever it is, or fucking Blitz. Yeah, whatever. But in general, just kind of
on
read it.
execute, Deimos goes main, Sens red hatch, IQ site hatch, Grim and shield and
And
server.
both these coaches are so
Guys,
good, but call out,
every
like,
attack
to
I
me,
saw from
call
them,
out,
they
I
tried
hold
to
it,
finish server,
call out in the
okay? So
highest
that's
regard,
one thing we
again,
need to make
because
sure.
he taught me,
The
like,
second
we
time
would,
I saw them
dude,
clear for
that's why
that,
you
the
oh, you're
only
regarding?
change was that they
You're
went
regarded
grip to
right now?
cap and
Oh, I'm
IQ to
regarding,
striker.
I'm regarding.
Literally same
I'm
exact
just a regard.
execute positions, okay? So again, look out for that. Doesn't mean it's a guarantee, but if that's what we think we're setting up for, think about those positions, okay?
The biggest issue with every call-out team, though, I will say, is overcomplicate. So it's just about DZ if you hit that fine line of having cool enough strats without overreacting, overcompensating, and overcomplicating.
Nomad was top square. Thermite opened both the square walls. Fultz, like, literally sat outside stock just
Well, that's a
flashing
paper.
curve. They repelled in, and they just tried to play, like, basically to get aggro while they were planting behind, okay?
What side was that on the last one?
That's CEO. That was the only attack I saw from them. On open, Sledge plays CEO repels.
When
What
the
is Plum
going
String?
gets tough, that's when experience can make
Wait,
the difference.
hot
And
and
there
cold
is
statement,
nobody
hot and
in
cold
NA
statement.
more
Hot and cold
experienced than
just tweeted
Shopify
that he's
Rebellion's
very
captain.
hold on, I'll
He's
pull
won
them on the
2
screen.
hammers. He's won a major in the past in this very country. He knows what it takes
Big
to
hot
dig
and
deep.
cold statement.
He will have to
Very
channel that
scared for
resilience.
SR
Down
if they lose
5-1
Bang.
now
Think I
versus
trust the
DZ.
mailbox trio
Lots of
more
strats
going
being
into
spoken by
Cafe.
both Callout and
SR needs
Super
to
in
bring
that
his map back.
timeout.
That is
Lots
true.
of words being exchanged
Cafe's a
between both
big
really
mailbox
Callout and
map,
his players
but then
in that
again,
one, where he says,
it's
listen,
evolved
I need to
more
control the
into
mic
a
for these 2 minutes.
power
There's a
out
lot to
east
tell
side
you guys,
scope
a lot of
out map, so
ideas
we'll
that I
see.
can put into your heads.
There's a lot of fast
This
plays
is going to
we
be a
can make on
tough
it.
half, Parker. There's no other way to cut it. Dark Zero enter this match
Wow, that
as
was
the best
that
attack
was
team
almost
in
crazy
the
2K.
tournament.
Holy
They
shit.
are dominating
Crazy, bro. bro.
winning 68% of their attacking rounds of the tournament so far. They will need to be held to just one if SR want overtime here on map 3.
Yeah, really
What's also
staggering
crazy
set of
is,
numbers
like,
for Dark Zero on
these
this
are the
map
two
and just in
teams
general.
that
I mean, we expected this to be a close one. And map number 1 maybe gave
The
some
world
false
thought
confidence
SR
to the
was
fans
like
of Shopify
over
Rebellion.
Ooh,
talented.
whoa, SR beef,
whoa.
SR beef. Are you seeing that? I'm trying to think. What would Troy be mad at Spoit for?
They doubled up. Were they the ones doubling
Maybe
up?
Spoit was no. Ambi was the Dokkaebi behind him.
Ambi.
Maybe Spoit was supposed to like track the jump.
Been more of a heated rivalry between Rebellion and Twisted Minds to get to this point. But I mean, hey, DZ and SR, it's a great matchup on paper. We need SR to play better if we want that paper matchup to actually materialize.
Canadian and Spoit were having a little argument.
Or maybe Spoit was supposed to jump in lower square and fight the Archives guy with them, like a 2-1 pinch on him. Oh well, it doesn't matter. It's in the past.
He was bottom square. Like,
yeah.
Why did you go, Willie? If you win, we would have won that.
In the past, all good. Troy is on the Clash in his element. Kino on the Blitz in his element.
Of this series, they lose the 2-brow, they lose the smoke. That's okay. They move Surf over to the Chalet. I talk about NJR as the best Tachanka in the world. I still back that, but Surf is incredible on this operator as well. Very used to playing with the Shamika launcher, so we know how good he can be in this position. And Canadian back over to the Clash.
I mean,
ready to go Evox past hit this guy though.
5-1 split, man. This is gonna be a rough one.
But can maybe shoot some drones, maybe cause some panic early on the side of TZ.
Drops immediately. I wonder exactly what the theory is with Troy on the Clash here. It's like you don't really burn a lot of time. Is it just info? You just start there, you see.
He wants to play server. He wants to play in server rack, I think.
Well, but like he starts open. It's like, what's the point of him starting open? Like, is it really just for the operators? Like, okay, they have a Grim, they have this, and then I'm out. Maybe burn some utility, you know, hit a flame, fucking dip.
Stops the sprint.
I mean, dude, this tempo is already insane out of fucking DZ, bro. I mean, that's what happens. That's what happens when there's a clash. What can you do, bro?
Yo, this guy's actually the greatest shield player ever, bro. How the fuck did Kino win that?
Wait. Big spot out of Newers here. No one on Rebellion is ready for it because they're all focused on the server. They know Troy is pulling 3 guys. They're not going to even be worried about main.
Oh, they factor out the shield. The plants start going down. Kino backward planting. Neward pressure back main.
Distraction. It's just a fucking slugfest, bro. It's a slugfest.
Oh my god. They EMP'd the Clash and then Kino just walked and flashed that guy. Wow.
Can you believe it?
Stunned. Shopify Rebellion looks stunned in this final. Parker, back-to-back maps now. They have gotten 3 rounds over the last nearly 2 hours playing versus DZ. This has been a disaster of a turn of events. The last couple rounds both felt like they had to be must-wins. They didn't win on their primary sites. Even with that opening pick going the way of Dark Zero, it felt like they had the control. It felt like they were still able to win through the 4v5, but what counters were coming out from Dark Zero? You saw them bash away that Clash, doing a great job to apply pressure to Canadian. This play from Kino, one of the best shield players in the entire world.
I mean, dude, you say that, but I'm like, bro, like, when you have a Clash and, like, he kills the distance, right? He gets out of there. Clash backs up. He's like, okay, I can't help you. I got to fucking focus on the hatch. I got to focus on dirt. And then it's like, oh, 1v1. Thanks, bro. You're already close because you thought you just had the Clash right there. Flash, kill. And even then, like, if the Clash was there, it's like, if you get the flash off, like, if you quick peek Flash and ADS him, he's dead. The Clash can't do anything. He can't put his shield down. He has to fucking spin around. And then even then, Kino's gonna probably win that fight.
Well, the OG Clash strat on SQ and Sonics was he plays server rack and has a long angle.
Yeah.
So as long as he dodges the util, but I think he just didn't get there. He didn't get there at all.
Maybe didn't look as strong, or so we thought.
Yeah, usually it would be like a warden in a red hall, so even if they smoke it, or like back in the day sense it, you would be able to see through it, but that's why you see the new sense now on that. Oh, wait, Newer's in such a good spot. The only thing is nobody, especially in a grand finals, is going to overextend on this hatch unless the attackers pressure them into dropping. So if the top floor guys pressure Rexon into dropping this hatch or even running around and making him flustered, then Newers will get a pick, but I don't think it'll happen.
When they struggled against Wildcard, I was like, yeah, no, they're
Another
not.
story point. Oh my gosh, Canadian shotgun versus
went back and like necro poked.
Oh, Canadian actually won that. He was like a little asleep in the wheel.
Honestly,
He was on the fence right there.
That's one of those things where you're like, you're ready for it, but you're like not actually like, you're just kind of autopiloted, you know? Crazy that that first pump doesn't kill him though.
Always going to be a heavily contested area. Kino jumps in now. He's the one with the fuse kit.
Ambi 3 and 6.
Still a couple of Rebellion players
like
up
we
on
said,
this
like
top
if he goes
Yeah.
huge again, if this is his map,
hold this down.
This
Well,
could be like SR, despite DZ having greater strategical strength against FaZe.
I don't know when I said it. Maybe it was yesterday. Maybe it was today. But I truly think NA versus NA, that's a big nitro. NA versus NA, I think Ambi's going to perform a little bit worse than the international teams because NA people know how he plays. He's still going to do good. He's still going to do good, but I don't think he's going to do the 20 bombs. Wow. Maybe he heard us. Maybe he's fucking turning out.
As we say that SR mounting a comeback right now, and every comeback starts with 1.
Yeah, but after this, they would also need to get 4, then they need to get 2 more. So we'll see exactly how long this comeback is going to last. They're working the picks back. They know Troy is hurt. Newers is surely calling that after he dies. Minute left. Nick is kind of floating. NJR is floating in the E2. J9O kills Ambi. Troy still on the board. Super hurt. 2 shots to Spoit, 1 shot to Troy. Wow. Wait, what did you just say? He's 14 and 1? Is that what you just said?
Yes. J9O is 14 and 1.
Surely this is propaganda. Surely you're lying.
Crisis averted. The 2 best clutch players in North America shut down in that 2v5. Thank God. The Rebellion, very still much.
The biggest thing about Rebellion, I will say, is that when they look like they're in a mental rush, right? Spoit and Troy are arguing about something.
It's a little off balance early.
They have that
an
like
isolated
look of
1v1 close with the shotgun.
Yeah.
They have that stun lock look on their faces, you know, mouth
open. They
open.
did bring a Demos for intel.
I will say, maybe they don't win this map, right? But if they get the guns firing for next map, they have a chance in the series.
It was always
that's how.
Sorry,
go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I just think it really depends because they're going to lose this map. There's no way they mount the comeback. They're going to lose this map, and what's crucial, almost as crucial as all the previous performances, is how they manage the L in the group huddle after the fact. How are they going to manage this? Are they actually beefing? Because, you know, one and done, you know, like, yo, Spoit, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you should have pushed that guy. He's like, whoa, dude, blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, whatever, don't fucking care. Like, that one and done, sure, I'll accept it. But if it's continuing, like, bickering back and forth, then it's a little bit different. But the composure, the reset after the fact is going to be crucial.
On these last 2 maps. They expected
one
to
thing
lose
I've noticed with
98
SR is that the way they play the game, they force a lot of 50-50s.
Now,
Like,
the Rebellion,
because
they
play
probably
so
never
deep on
expected to lose this bank
telegraph,
matchup.
almost
They
all their
thought they would
gunfights are
lose Chalet,
50-50.
sure, but now
Yeah.
they
Well,
are in trouble. Dark Zero
would you say it's
will face
50-50 if it's
smallest
Ambi taking that 50-50 fight?
I don't know, Jesse.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying.
Has it in them
When I see them win, it's because their guns are warm.
Yeah.
Right? Like, when I see them lose, it feels like Rexon and Ambi are not on, Spoit's not on, because they're all taking basically one. Wait, walking up Blaz on red stairs, that's fucking one.
Yep.
And that's just completely on whether Spoit's on or not.
Dark Zero.
Yep.
And so the big thing for me is, are their guns warming up? Is Ambi starting to shoot back as this map ends? Is Spoit, is Canadian, is Rexon, is Surf?
Continue to close
Right?
these angles, continue to shut down some of these window positions. He's on the
100%.
opposite side of the top floor right now, so it's not currently good.
And it's like hard to even counter that because at the end of the day, it's like you said, it's a 50-50, it's a 1, and if you lose it, it's like, what do you even say? Ooh, I like this routing. I like this routing. That is huge. That's her blitz. Gets the aces off. Narrowly dodges fucking death. Holy fuck.
Dark Zero unable to follow
so far
up.
this map, Willie has been the
kill will
savior.
go untraded, and DZ will now have to reposition with just a little
slightly underwhelming game out of Rexon here.
That Spoit is just too good inside
especially after such a big performance map 1.
Elsewhere. They've still got good bodies outside the site windows. That's going to be where Newers is currently holding, and NGR brings the fuse kit this way. Those Kiva barriers inside of stock will not
autopilot maybe.
Start making a mess of the bomb site.
I mean, oh wait, what's happening? Is he getting lobby? 4v5, but an operator like Yin can really kind of even out the playing field. Yeah, that's big. That's big. He's a little bit too scared about the S2 windows though.
By the Rebellion's momentum. Now it's all left to J9O and Newers. Again, Jack always in these final moments here. Odds are a little bit better than the previous round, but still, you can't favor Dark Zero in this position.
Oh, on the player.
Wait, they know. I think they know he's there. Yo.
SR have a lot of time to waste down. J9O and Newers can start to
oh man.
So good from the Rebellion. Newers in the 1v4. He'll have to
now it's just a power. These guys were itching for it. They want it. They want it bad, which is honestly kind of a good sign in 6-2.
They will almost certainly lose their second round in a row. There we go.
Wait, was that a 3K?
A big motivator for Shopify Rebellion. The crowd favoring SR, starting to get a bit more lively. All comebacks start with 1 round, and they've stitched 2 together. SR still showing signs of life on bank.
What's that earbud fucking cabling from Ambi? What is that? What's up with all that?
Not being called by call out.
I don't think you call it here.
Dire straits just yet.
Maybe one more round.
This op ban phase at the very least. You're worried a little bit about just
that just means
pressure that is starting to apply to
mind.
BZ.
He did call it
like
this is a team who have
first.
Really with this core, never really accomplished the highest of heights. J9O.
Because also, it's like, if you give it one more round, then you have 3 defensive rounds to kind of figure out. Oh, never mind.
Oh, it is.
Okay,
wait,
delay, if that's what we want to run, we need to be careful of the factor. It's going, if we run the
No, it's definitely not, because we're watching SR now.
If they actually run it.
I know, but
guys, the thing I want to say here,
we already saw them
is Will did it last round. We need to be making places.
Yeah. Right. Also bring the knockout, too.
Oh, yeah. Okay. They're tweaking out. You're right. Yeah, they did call it 0-2.
And I know it's hard to like think.
Dude, these guys cannot make up their mind.
We need to be thinking of what we can do that's going to solve some of the issues that we
honestly, I kind of like it.
Get 2 timeouts.
Okay, guys, make sure we're playing.
So Callout's not talking, and Seth is just giving another timeout.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
No, I think Callout was done. Super still was going.
Clear SRs was burned early in this match. So
yeah. But honestly, like, at such a deficit, it's kind of nice to, like, hear, you know, like, the other side of it for a little bit. Like, the team that's actually slowly making a comeback happen, let's see where their minds are at 2-3 rounds at a, what, 5-round deficit.
Who has filled the shoes of a hero more than Spoit. The MVP back during the Berlin Major, the first event of his career.
Zephyr with the gifted sub. Zach of Steel with the prime, and Zephyr with the gifted again. 2 gifted prime. Abacus with the prime. Hander with the 2. Ruger the dog with the 2. Nicholas with the 2. Tom Select with the prime. Go to guy with the 2. Russell with the 5. Schwang with the 4. Bam Magic with the 3. Icarus the guy with the tier 1. King's Head with the tier 1 and with the 2. Gavin with the prime. That one Wolfie with the 3. Thank you guys for the brand new subs, the resubs. Appreciate y'all much. Motherfucking love.
Trade mine on. Great game sense and good mechanical aim on Spoit's side of things. So
super bunker.
Continue to keep this ball rolling.
The hardest bunker of all time here from Rebellion.
It is a long road.
No server stairs player even. Echo, Goyo, Cade, and Chanka.
It's daunting.
Yeah.
But I mean,
wow.
You're a major winner. You've seen.
I mean, that's a lot of util. That's a lot of util, but Blitz is like the one operator that can just kind of like fast enough, perfectly executed, circumvents it.
Good leadership backing you up. Anything is possible.
There's no road on enemy team too. They have to completely rely on the Thatchers. I mean, sorry, Echo
both
drones.
Spoit and Canadian had really difficult roads to
playing
win
to
their
fall off
respective
now.
majors. 5 maps required in both.
Ambi
Here
playing
comes
to
the
run away.
road there, and just beside the hatch, they will manage to fall back towards the site.
That's open. 2 minutes left. See, that's the thing. If you, there's so much utility for the basement, but the main thing is how fast you clear the rest of the map, and that determines if you can survive the end round.
No server stair player though.
Yeah, and the Twitch. Twitch is working all the util. Big time save out of
DZ.
DZ.
Is completely burned right now for Rebellion. They just gave us that from .2.
Some maybe would say, but Kino able to pull that one off. It scares Ambi out
and
of his
the
position.
BG, bro.
Warden smokes up this blue, like this blue execution looks free.
Don't know what follows.
Oh, this is nice out of Newers here. Leaving the BP up because then you get to save your game. If you shoot zap the BP, surely you know that drone's gonna get shot. It's more important that the attackers have the info than the defenders do.
Found 1 Echo drone, found 2 Echo drones.
Yeah, it's for the claws, it's for the yokai cams, it's for information on even the bulletproof.
Wait, towards the garage player, towards the garage player.
He's in, huge gunfight for Troy to win. Oh, that's garage control, that's Echo down. Wait, what's up top? Wait. Willie's literally doing everything in his power to keep us in this game.
Yeah, he will 100% make something happen here.
He's already on the board in this round.
They know he's up top though.
So much more out of him now.
Spoit's going to Janny.
Final minute.
Time's going down. Spoit, you have to get there in time.
Wait, Fulch completely avoided him. That's so unlucky, bro.
Oh my god. And literally against FaZe.
Wait. 3v3. They know he's going to be coming down. It's a 3v2. Red hatch and only red hatch now.
Oh, but he gets 2 of them, maybe. Doing a serious amount of damage.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Holy
Spoit's
shit.
keeping us in the game.
Absolutely dialed, Spoit.
Oh my god. What a fucking round end. Oh my god.
What is that, 14? 14 for Spoit, bro?
Yes, bro.
Willie came to play. What a clutch. What a flank, Parker. We said they needed a hero on the side of SR, and they have found it. Spoit with a massive maneuver. He finds a frag over towards main stairs, works his way to the top floor of this map. It's Surf on the flank watch, and he's caught a little bit lacking as he tries to come back up. NJR managed to be the first one to go down, and then we see Spoit go nuclear here on the bottom floor of Bank. He wins the 1v1 clutch, stops Faults from making that 1v3 happen. It could have been a dream crusher if the captain of Dark Zero could put it together, but at that moment, Parker, there was nothing stopping Spoit.
No, and I mean, we're starting to see that, right? Spoit firing things up, 14 kills now. You said they needed a hero, and he has emerged from the telephone booth with the S on his chest.
Oh my god, bro.
The S, of course, standing for
insane,
Spoit.
bro.
Two more till it's
There you
overtime.
go.
Holy shit.
Still, the road is long
6-1
for the
comeback
Rebellion, and while they
in
definitely have
a
confidence
major
on their
grand
side,
final. Last time we saw that shit, it
there's
was
still
Sao
2 more
Paulo.
rounds to go.
Holy
If there's
yeah.
anything that can really just exemplify how tough this is for Rebellion, it's this gap between the teams. And
I mean, here's the thing, though. Like, if it was a 7-1, SR could go to the next map demoralized. But the fact that they're even getting 3 extra rounds on the board could save them going into Cafe. Because if you got 7-1 after that fucking beef on that one open round, like the tension is going to be so high. But now it's like, okay, guys, we started doing good. There's hope. There's grace that we can maybe translate this into the next map. So it could be safe. Even though if they lose this, it might work out in the long term.
Did a great job
Maybe in a
previously,
super
of course,
aggro
but this
spot.
can still be tricky. Ambi early
Trying to run
damage,
away.
but is safe behind these castles for now.
Castle's open from lobby.
Dark
He's in
Zero
the
have
shit. He's
watched
got
as
to
a
win
team
right
with
now.
a pretty horrendous win rate on
I mean, I
defense.
think
Has
somebody's
run up their
Jander
score
with
on
them.
the
Yeah, it's
floor.
Rexon.
Can you imagine
Now
if they
from
if he
Shopify
actually watched
Rebellion.
for this rotate from the lobby windows, he would have gotten him by now.
Poor fans, they're probably
Crazy.
starting to believe at
Ambi's
this
blessed
point.
that the Hebana
Heartbreak can
moves
happen
away
at
in
a
the
moment's
perfect time,
notice.
holding that rotate.
Ambi's done great things in this position before. It was 21-1 game on Bank.
One up, Chris, with the prime. Thank you for the prime to the BBC, the duets, the
Keep
emotes.
SR competitive here in the playoffs to advance them here to the grand finals. They could rely on
C4
him
for
once
quad
more, but
repellent.
they have
Oh,
everything
this could be
set.
good.
Go for it.
Waiting
Spoit's
for
lit.
Kino.
Ambi's lit. The 2
Not
main
played
fraggers
yet.
are lit. Nades on the slot.
Spoit, a human magnet at that point in time. As
C4 is
two
good.
separate nades land
Kino.
on it.
Wow.
Canadian down below blows up
That's
Kino.
big.
Bolt gets Spoit going. That's your raid boss down, so someone else needs to step up this round. Bolt's up main stairs. There's a guy in Janny still. They hop over Trump.
Oh.
Wow, not good for Ambi at the hip fire on the
Jeez.
drop.
And
my
he
God,
gets
J9.
out, bro.
He's
No
out.
fucking way. That was such a good opportunity for SR to close it back and refrag Ambi. So much damage just being fucking chiseled away every single fight, bro. Oh my goodness.
To close out this
Square
game
rotates the site
on the
back from
tertiary
bottom
site,
square.
where SR are going to struggle the
They're playing
most. They've gotten
3v4
themselves
site
top floor
execute.
control. They've gotten themselves
No
the
more
one-man
with 2
lead,
A charges
but
for
without their
quad
shield,
wall. I don't
what's
know,
the entry
chat.
point here, Parker? They
Yeah, it's
can
looking rough because they
go
all
the
gave
way,
it. No
and
tellers, no
start
archives.
on
I don't
their
know
map,
if
and they can likely fall
DZ is
back
aware of
into
this.
stock if they need to as
Wait,
well.
Troy
Time
going
ticks
basement.
down. A 3v4 clutch from the Rebellion
Dude,
is not impossible.
to win this round,
Wait. J90 is going basement. He is hurt. Troy is hurt, but J90 is even more hurt. I feel like he's gonna be ready.
Troy, 4-8 versus 16-4 to save the round and the game.
Oh, Troy's not gonna be ready for it. Troy's not gonna be ready for
This is the
it.
most important gunfight of the round.
J90 will see it. Canadian turns.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
But they still know he's gonna be blue stairs, and the barricade is still up, so they have a tell on whether or not he's gonna commit. So they could theoretically just power through and just wait for the tell. 10 seconds. Goes deep. Will the cover happen? Kill Kansan. 3v1. Troy blue stairs stuck.
Troy, do you get the angle? Oh. No, Troy. Not enough. Wow. I really thought Troy just did a fucking plot armor thing right there, bro. Oh my god.
That is insane. 2-1 for DZ. And technically, again, doesn't really matter a whole lot, but technically that was SR's second map pick.
Yep.
Fucking what? No way that's how he kills that guy, bro.
Wow.
Oh, dude, Troy.
He was looking at his teammate's drone for sure. J9 was definitely looking at his teammate's drone.
Yeah.
He was looking at someone else's monitor right there when he was sprinting. For sure, chat, for sure. I can almost guarantee you.
Teams, and this might be the finale. Will we be treated to a 5th map, or Jesse, do you feel Cafe is the end of the road?
Cafe is going to be a real big obstacle, if nothing else, for the Rebellion, Parker. This is a map that DZ have been undefeated on throughout the season so far. Foxay mentioned it on the desk.
Point with the trophy right there.
3-0 over the last couple of months. They
Serious
beat
point
Space Station
for
back during the
DZ.
NAL kickoff. They beat Los here in Salt Lake City. And maybe more important than anything, they beat the Rebellion back during the lower bracket finals of the NAL kickoff. These teams have history on Cafe, and that history says it will go DZ.
Yeah, I mean, for the SR fans, your best shot was likely that bank map, but it has been really tough for the fraggers on Shopify Rebellion. I mean, outside of Spoit, there really hasn't been a lot of life on this team for the last 2 maps. You said you needed a hero. Spoit, put on that cape. Who does it here on Cafe for SR?
I mean, you look to a guy like Ambi, I think. We had a great interview with his mom in the crowd, and she said it, right? Remember who you are. Remember that you're the Rebellion. This team have beaten so many incredible opponents just to get here to the grand finals. They battled their way through the lower bracket in NAL kickoff. They battled their way through phase 1 against so many of these international teams. They made it through
Here
Swiss.
we go. This could very well be the last map of the Salt Lake City Major. DZ 1 map away from a grand final win, a major win.
And it wasn't good enough.
I will say it was looking really bad for SR on bank, but they started to clinch back some rounds, which I would say is pretty good for the mental.
Yeah, and I think the biggest factor here, like I said, is just like the guns are firing again for Rebellion. Spoit's firing, Ambi, Rexton, I would say not. Canadian
has only
is.
had 6 kills in the 2 maps. That followed. That is far below what we expected.
Yeah, Ambi and Rexton started off the series at literally like 15 kills apiece, and now like they've all fell off a cliff.
8 kills through the next 2 maps. Again, way below. We're used to seeing Ambi drop more than 8 kills a map, Jesse. So things are not going very well here on the fragging side of the Rebellion, which again, we thought might be an issue for Dark Zero, but
I will say, I'm trying to think back to like DZ's Cafe and SR's Cafe were like the cocktail hits. And I don't know, I feel like DZ's attacks, they were a little bit more clinical in like the nade and the executes.
4 years ago in Berlin.
Yeah, this is right now,
yes.
yes.
Very similar situation where he was down.
You see, they the prime to the BBC device, the emotes.
That was versus FaZe Clan. And I don't
Someone
need
doesn't
to
100
remind
base
you
to
how
let
that one went.
Ambi know I'll buy his
Bro were able
RBG
to win
pops
map
off.
4, they won map 5,
okay.
maximum overtime, 8-7
some,
on the
motivation
final
for
map.
him.
It took everything that they had to be able to win that major so many years ago, and they'll have to battle back once more to do it here. First fight on the white
not a
stage.
shotgun, but it doesn't matter.
Ambi of
Oh
all
my
people
God.
gets
Challenge the guy up
single
and down
phone
white,
call
that's
ring out.
crazy.
That is devastating for the Rebellion to lose that early on. Volt sustaining a little bit of damage. I'm not exactly sure from where.
Activating glance.
But will still survive for the time being as now Kino goes for the rotate. There's Spoit on the board. Down
Gets
goes
it back
Brewers.
here.
It's a good
Oh,
spot for Spoit to be in, and immediately follows up with his second EE1D. Still 1 remains in
Spoit playing
pocket.
like this
So we hit the halfway point here of round number 1.
Jen, I know, still top
Insane.
floor. He doesn't have a good way back.
Wow,
He fights his way out of it. Finds Canadian with a beautiful
oh
shot.
my fucking God.
Spoit will hit the deck, and now
Jeez,
these numbers
3v2.
continue to
J9
climb.
could die, doesn't matter.
Jack gets another.
Oh
My
my
goodness.
God, that's Jack Burkhardt, baby. Holy shit.
JR and J90 have been dynamite together. You have said that on almost every single map so far, and on Cafe, we've got another good duo moment from them.
Yeah.
As DZ blanks Rebellion on that one and takes the first round.
I mean, we watched Bank together, Parker. That was the battle between J90 and Spoit. Each of them having hero rounds to bring that map as close as it was, but in the end, it was J90 that was the better of the two. Spoit not consistent enough, and it's not a coincidence that this frag right here onto Spoit, after he downs Canadian, it's the real difference maker in this round. Gets a final frag just on the escape down the hatch. J90 has been lights out this event. He has been absolutely crushing it, especially in these grand finals.
A lot of
He's playing
casual
the best
fans,
siege
you
of
know
his
your
career.
typical players that you go
Rebellion need an
after.
answer. They have to find a way to shut down J90.
I mean, he's screaming
Whoa.
towards an MVP performance in this series.
Yep.
But the deep ball knowers, the people that actually watch the game and pros highly regard J9O as disgusting.
It's not up to me.
Sorry, that was fucked up, but I meant that. I was gonna.
That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I get it. I get it, bro.
They are wonderful people. They seemingly have raised a great son, and frankly, they've raised a hell of a competitor at this point in time.
Yeah, I mean, he was part of that Astralis roster that lost in Charlotte a few years ago when Canadian and NJR became major champions. Finally back in a final, his first one since that major. He's been waiting a long time for this moment. He is not letting the moment slip away. 3-0 start on Cafe. They will go to the other mid-floor. Bomb site is reading as our second one on deck.
Oh man, QZ with a tier 1, DRD with the tier 1, Horrified with the pride. Appreciate that. Enjoy the BBC do as the emotes. Thank you guys. Dude, it is just brutal.
Down goes Surf. He's worried about somebody upstairs.
Cutting him off.
There's no way he's going to contest this again, right?
Oh, he's coming on his...
I mean, he's got his angle held by Spoit.
He's close.
Oh my god, he got out! Okay, I was gonna say, if he got out, that's like...
I mean, that's time. That's a time burn. That's also their Grim gone.
Yeah, must get kill coming through from Ambi. Important that he's able to shut that one down. If Kino gets another or even gets away there, that is a huge blunder. But the Rebellion don't falter. Still lots of players here on the top floor. Ambi gonna enter in through the bottom, actually. He's gonna work his way up these red stairs.
There's a rat.
A couple of players nearby.
He's one more call, though.
He's gotta be worried about faults. He's on the other side of a soft wall. They don't necessarily know he's here, but one logic bomb could change all of that.
Will he get called? Because if he gets called, he's fucked. Is there anyone so low?
Comes.
Very well timed. Ambi
He's gonna explode. He's gonna explode.
Back in that very first round, Spoit will now take down Noors.
They actually didn't hear him. I don't think they heard him.
Over towards the adjoining port, part of this map, looking to get to the bomb site. It's not over in mining, though.
Oh, yeah, that's rough. That is rough.
They still need to translate that to dining room and reading, and with just a little bit over a minute to go, they've got a numbers advantage. They're in all right shape.
And they still don't know where Faults is, though, Parker. That's my big concern. Despite the logic bomb being played right on the other side of that wall, Faults' position has not been droned out. They do not know he's here.
He just has to be patient, bro. Has to be patient.
They're going for White Stairs try next to you, right? One White Stairs, one crane.
Yep, Ambi's going in.
No, wall is open, it's soft.
One more dope call. By the time Faults is going to want to execute, that dope call is already going to be going off. It's going off right now. Oh my god.
That will throw a spanner in the works.
They know about...
Finally, pops out, gets Canadian, gets another.
Wow.
Finds another from the same spot. Spoit the intended target.
This is crazy.
No expression on his
my
face.
god. Pulls off the rat spot.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Faults, that's exactly what was required of him in that position, Parker. The patience was sitting just under that hatch, was sitting inside a pillar for almost 2 full minutes. Never was it droned out, never was it found by the logic bomb, and when that moment is required of him, he finds
Chaos gonna get the my man, appreciate you, G. We're 5, already got you, but thank you once again.
But right off the rip, you lose that Grim. It kind of
wait, how did Spoit not kill him? It was Newbout too. They have 3 guys on that guy.
It's a great shot from Spoit inside mining. Jane, I know, of course he's good for 1, but Faults, the real MVP. The fact that he finds not 1, not 2, but
I'm surprised the guy that cut him off on the run-in. I think they powered it. I think
disgusting.
DJ pressured it to allow
top guy, yeah.
Small changes to operators have such
probably he was there for so long he was waiting for it.
These games, Jesse, and a big one was the move to take your gun and maybe stick it a little bit farther away from your face, right? Because the CZ75, that thing used to be touching your nose. Impossible to aim with it. One of the changes to these sidearms allows more flexibility on operators like Thorn, who received a host of other buffs. You can run the M870 now, play close quarters, as we saw a couple players do on Bank, because that CZ75 is now a viable option as a secondary. And of course, Fultz with the Uzi and the sidearm put in so much work. Fultz was sensational on Chalet, en route to a dominating 7-2. If he has that kind of game here on Cafe, oh boy, SR, you might be counting these rounds real quick.
For small big window when they go to open the window. Waits for the guy to open the window.
Oh man.
Denied to them back on Bank. SR were able to stop the bleeding momentarily on their early attacks. It's been a consistent trend this map where SR have chosen to start the attack. DZ have chosen to start the defense, so we've gotten a lot of the same side starts. Nitro from Newer as well.
I'm a little nervous there for Canadian. I can't lie. Good caution by Canadian.
Site, Parker. This is going to be a slow round coming through.
C4 out on the...
No, one more.
Oh my god, they flipped you.
Have a lot of pressure top floor, though. So despite all of the space being relatively free, they might just be trying to force this in through Baker.
Kino was hoping that mute jammer
Getting
would
ready
keep it safe
backside. It
for
could be a
a
fake.
little time.
Damn!
Double!
That's fucking, that's the whole execute. That is the whole execute right there.
Oh my god.
They might have baked, but it's a 3v5.
Now here in round 3.
Now what do? Shopify Rebellion down by 2. It's a huge Nitro.
And now he retook bake.
They just have to buy
Ambi does kill Fultz though.
This guy, VIP is ISO, VIP is ISO. They could go for this pick. They really should go for this
They
pick.
have killed the raid boss.
There's another one,
I think
though,
they're
Parker.
taking too long to go for this pick.
Yet to die in this match.
Because now they can come back and help.
Which they already are. One's whiskey.
Take some damage from the barbed wire. There's Newers.
Holy.
He's distracted, looking over in
Holy.
position.
1v4 for Rexen.
Dark Zero playing with their food at this point in time. Rexen now in a 1v4. I think we know where he's going. This will be a timeout. So Rexen will go upstairs, sit and wait. Dark Zero will win the round, and there is still a minute to go.
Damn.
Rebellion not keen to burn their only timeout. They will talk through this issue. I don't even know what you discuss at this point in time.
Where'd those things
What
go?
has Super not said? On Chalet, on Bank, now on Cafe. What more can he say to this team?
He's not saying anything now as we go into the cam. I'm glad we've highlighted Canadian. He's dead right now, but his lips are a-flapping. This is the captain's role. This is where you need your leaders to step up. They were able to do it on Bank. Maybe not to the fullest extent that they needed, but they did start mounting that comeback when all hope looked lost. We are not at that point yet. It's 2-0, it's about to be 3-0 on Cafe. It is not a game over situation, but with how good DZ have been playing, with False
Wait,
kill
sick
after
B-roll.
kill, finding unique and creative ways
Sick
to get those
fucking
kills,
B-roll.
with Jane I know still having a flawless game so far, and with everyone on DZ working together, you have to be perfect to break this DZ squad, and that's what SR have to try to figure out now.
Next step are the operator bans, and I mean, you can tell from the emotions on your screen, it is night and day for these teams. Lots of smiles, tons of relief from the Dark Zero bench. Over for Shopify Rebellion. Lots of long faces, lots of blank stares, and frankly, for good reason. It has been a slog.
Well,
here for
my
SR
ban.
over the last 2
Interesting.
maps.
I feel like they haven't ran.
hope was
Did they run a
after
1
you
on that
got
bottom? I guess they did,
demolished.
yeah.
Over on Chalet, that you'd be able to fix it. Maybe
Hard to
the
not wanna
timeout here.
ban it.
Clearing every round. Avoid the lurk, like we can play Snowside, but they're literally camping it and they're farming us on that. And we're trying to force them and we're getting punished solo for that, okay? Guys, play into our game, fucking clear these guys every round, okay? For C1, they're only running a Rooney. We can clear that guy if we want to. We have the option to clear that.
The C1 fast that can work too.
Yeah, we can clear. Listen to me. We need to make sure we're checking for thorn traps, like repelling in heaven if we want to. We don't even have to do that. We can just go for that kill. But guys, stop forcing shit solo. Let's just clear and play together, all right? Yeah. These last 3 rounds here, every fucking round, everything you got. Make plays to win the fucking game, guys.
Yep.
Come on.
We have the BB, we have the glass. I think all that really nade spam, bro. Like, Hunter, what the fuck you just did to us? We just nade spam the corners. Like,
That is the most firm I have heard.
Rex Sharp with a prime to the BBC, the Duets, the Emo, Triple B with a gifted, Zaiku with the 5, System Beats with the 2, Chaos with a gifted. Thank you.
They have to be clearing these angles. They can't keep trying to force individual plays because Dark Zero, they're winning those over and over again. Shopify Rebellion have now used their final lifeline on Cafe. They will have to wait for Call It to call his if they talk to Super again. They'll get a timeout, of course, after round 6 as well, but Shopify Rebellion, that might be too little too late.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, you've got yourself in quite a hole. We like the turnaround that we started to see on Bank, but it was too little too late. Now it's DZ running up the score on you here, and I mean, what more is there to say? After Dark Zero handled FaZe playing yesterday,
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the Willy pick. I forgot about the Willy pick. They missed someone else, my man. Thank you, G. Thank you. Perhaps with the prime, appreciate the prime to the BBC, the Duets, the emotes. Thank you, Doc.
Again.
For good reason,
I
they
think
you're
the
going
correct
to
call was
succeed,
made.
and Dark Zero
Ambi's getting fucked on the backstab almost every single time. Fuck the backstab, take our time with the drones in the back corners. The biggest issue is, even off the Doki, because they were not actually
have had a rough couple of
sniffing out
years. The
folds on
fans
that
in the
rack
audience
corner.
will know it better than
Yeah.
anyone. It has been struggling over the last 2 years.
We identified the problem. Do we have the solution?
Looks so good for Dark
Zero.
Zero. They have dominated this tournament so far.
Burn is gone. They can nade stack cocktails just like they wanted to. They want to kill the cocktail player.
Any momentum being built by SR. This is a critical round. If DZ can win this one, if they can win mining and dining for a second time.
I mean, you literally see every single attacker on the roof just droning, getting ready to get on the windows. Rex gets on cryo, Surface on ticket, more nades on piano side.
I agree with you. So, what happens in the next 2 minutes here? Rebellion
Flames going.
Oh, ready for it.
I mean, that's kind of rookie, I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of rookie.
Yeah, that's got a default.
Spoit falls 2, 5v3, 5v2. After such a long timeout, a fucking flawless, 15-second execution's done.
Oh my god.
It's a disaster.
And they said, let's just go for a default top, and they get fucking fried off the default top.
Holy
Now in the
shit.
most confident, inspiring round we have seen all day long. Shopify Rebellion looks stunned.
Jesse, I look stunned.
This is the moment.
We all
This is
look,
it.
we all look stunned.
Witness the moment. Witness the moment, because it may as well be over.
Yeah.
Every single player is finding their
I'm not gonna lie. That might just be like.
Stopping the aggressive moves to that top floor. There's no trade.
Might just be feeling the pressure, bro. Like I feel like 9 times out of 10, Rexon's ready for that nitro.
Yeah, I agree.
That's such a default nitro, bro.
They're happy to shut these players down. They're hitting insane
typically
shots.
a rule I used to have when I would try to think of who would win a tournament. I didn't follow it this
The most
time.
amazing thing about the last 4 rounds, it's been both Kino and Fultz striking first.
The team from the harder side of the bracket have these single
lead
elements
off your
typically win.
picks. And yet they've been doing that. They've left
Now,
NJR
I know it's arguable
and
because they had
Newers in
G2, but DZ
NJR
had
is
fucking
1 kill
face.
and 1 death. He has everything
Well, who did DZ have beforehand? Wildcard, right? Wildcard phase.
Yeah, wildcard phase. Well, it was a ton of bracket. Like, if we were to start top 8,
you guys got this. Don't
I'm
worry.
pretty sure everyone can confidently say that Falcon's phase side of the fucking bracket was harder
How often are we going to bang
the
this drum?
Enterprise
Dark
Twisted
Zero
Mind
are
side of the
looking
bracket.
indomitable.
NJR entered this series as the top frag player for DZ, entered with 113 kills. Only he and Newers had broken triple digits before this series, but Dark Zero, one of the most ridiculous.
Oh, there you go. That's kind of what you want to see.
An answer will finally be found. Fault 7-2 now after his early death in this round, but they need
Oh, he
more than
wall
that.
banged him through dining. That's RNG that you need right here, right now. The gods might be stepping in.
If DZ beat SR,
the stereotypical fragging
it's almost like
gun.
as bad as the Falcon second place curse with like losing
Canadian
against
now
the
reunited
fucking
with the shield.
Yeah.
Like,
As he will march his way over
9
towards
and 0
piano.
on them,
Jack
bro.
having to survey
shit.
all of the windows. J90 sees Canadian. The call will be made.
Oh, the nitro, it's gonna happen.
They're just ready for everything.
Oh, barely dodged it.
There goes the shield break. J90 struggling. Spoit goes down to the hands of Newers, and now Canadian will try
Newers
again.
kill him?
Oh my god, what the
clear this
fuck
guy.
is happening?
They can't clear this guy! Oh my god! Oh, he almost
Low overheat, low overheat.
We've got ourselves a fight on this.
Oh, good by Surf.
Surf will find another
He's
on
clinching it
Nikita.
back. Drops and immediately routes right back up to
They have
white.
the driver's seat so far on this map, and they are still in a position where they can win, but they have to
Does
deal
more
with
damage
the
to
shield of
NJR than it does Troy.
NJR is feeling it,
on
bro.
half HP as he's chased off by NJR. This duel is still over on
They're
white.
finally
Stairs.
coming
Here
white to help out
comes
Troy.
Surf for the assist.
He's a bit solo for a long time.
Oh.
Wow, he's 1
It's
HP. Any more
happened.
impacts? No more
Canadian gets down
impacts.
to just 1 HP.
Oh my god.
Wait, dude, he's so bro. Okay, all right, maybe a little too much. Maybe a little too much.
And now
Holy
it's Newers in
moly.
a 1v3. Newers has clutched before, and with that DMR, he can do some major damage. He finds the head of
one
Surf.
tap.
The F2 is a great gun. He needs to be very careful about lining himself up in this position. Canadian
Oh.
now
Good.
for insurance.
On the
Shot
board.
Rebellion,
And
showing
the
signs of
Montaigne
life.
is the answer here.
It's a light
I
in the
agree with
darkness,
this.
isn't it?
I
And it
completely
comes
agree
on
with this.
Canadian,
Montaigne
on
just
Monty.
walking,
I'm shocked
getting in
I'm
their
saying
faces,
this, but through
calling
4
them
maps,
out,
that is only the
making them
second
move, calling the
time
pressure.
Canadian has picked
The
Monty
Montaigne
in his
is
best of 5 series,
absolutely
and it's not like we've been seeing it
the
banned
answer.
every single map. Round one of map 2 was the only other time that we saw Troy stick the mountain, stick the shield. He's played a little bit of blitz, but otherwise it's not been a very shield-focused strategy from SR. They played a lot of attacking rounds, starting on attack so often in this best of 5, but ultimately, when they finally
I know you're tired of me referencing the team I was on, but I literally only ever had one stage of real experience.
The best round of tournament he's had so far, the best round of these finals, if nothing else.
But
they need a little bit more of
that.
When
we played SSG, we were getting fucked in a similar manner. We went down 3-5, call a timeout, and then the answer was Montagne, and their top player, their top of wasn't that good. We just put Montagne across the top every single round, and it worked.
All of their victories.
So Troy's able to recognize that Montagne is the way to win here. I think they got a game. I think 4-2 might be possible. Flip halves of that. Technically, the better side, right?
Yeah.
Rate-wise, I think Cafe is one of the most defenders. I think third or fourth most defenders on the map in the game.
Yeah. But that's what I was saying is, like, I felt like DZ's attacks were actually so, like, clinical, especially in the cocktail, like, nade outs. Whereas I don't think SR is going to be doing the same shit that DZ was doing, where, like, you fight snow, you nitro out small, like, trying to get those early picks. Because that's the whole thing, right? SR is an execute team. If you disrupt it, if you make it a 5v4 or 4v4, something out of place, it just falls, it crumbles.
Could yet become
and you have viewers, J9, NJR, and Window Rebels.
Yeah.
Viewers playing passive so far in the wedding window. Force a surf back just a bit. Wasted one of those nades, but the window remains relatively shut. They've got a couple angles, but that's okay. Last time we went to this bomb site, SR went for a very direct take. They were just kind of trying to flood in through restaurant, flood in through bakery. They didn't take top floor control. They've brought Ambi on the sledge this time, so you might think, okay, they are going to go for top down, but that's not where their current position suggests. It's probably going to be Ambi alone late in this round, trying to take control of mining.
Oh my god!
Oh, he will get away.
A huge problem, but he army crawls his way away. Stays alive.
Yo, hello?
Don't blow it.
Okay. That's gonna be a mouse button,
right?
Maybe.
Not straight maybe. Jesse, but of course I'm not playing in the grand finals.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens if you're 4-1, bro. You're feeling it.
Yeah, overzealous,
damage
bro.
was done to Newers now as he scampered off of his position.
Oh, he's stuck. He's stuck.
Attention elsewhere.
Is there a guy door?
Oh
my god,
what the fuck? And he nitroed it. That's perfect, bro. Wait. Oh, nitroed the wrong guy. Oh, wait, no, he nitroed the sledge. Another dude came up. 4v3. They know one's on the vert. They know they're both big. It's over. This Troy's dead. Troy's dead.
Yep.
Wow.
5-1 split, surely. No way Surf gets this.
Will now have to head back towards the main bakery door with 3 players of Dark Zero still very much alive.
Surf's been one of the most clutch players for the Rebellion ever since he joined this roster, Parker. He's got full 60 seconds to work with. They're all in his line of sight.
Oh my god, and they left that guy alone too. That was the 1-2, and he just fries that guy.
Oh,
wait, why is it? Whoa. She was low-key. Why did she look?
Huh?
Why'd she low-key hit the hot SH right? The Zeke. Yo.
What the fuck is this guy saying?
Sol's first, full second.
No one see that?
Biggest thing right here, fellas, they're gonna start like last time we played season on Cafe, we're in like the exact same position. This was like what, over 2 stages ago. We went up like 6-0, 5-1. They just started playing like absolute defense. So like be aware that, especially when we're going towards the window side on these bases. Yeah. Just lean into like full anti-cheese a little bit early. Take this first round pretty slow.
Full anti-cheese, so they're fully expecting SO to power out.
Yeah.
That's all we get. Yeah. Stay fundamentally sound. We don't do anything
similar to what DZ's been doing.
Special, simple, and fundamental.
But the thing is, like, call-outs like calling back to an old match where they literally were in the same situation, which is like a huge connection. Because it's like fucking, that's like what? It's like the best way to study it, right? It's like try to relive what you're doing back then. So like, I think like they've already been through this situation, so it's fucking huge. Great timeout.
Be aware that the only thing that I could see them trying to like snag us with is like that fucking Valkyrie shit. Maybe some echo work like with flanks and like C4 as well and such. If that is the case, just start bringing out the IQ again. Quite frankly, we don't even need to force that in the beginning, but just be aware of it.
Yeah.
Heard all the prep
plan on that, so he's going to do it at the same time. When they did that, Newers walked down Brown. Ram was just playing the mining vert. Fultz just dropped the bomb with the Sens. He can also go white and try to sense that off and like run across, and if they do that, the glass might go elsewhere if they have it. Second time, they did the exact same thing, except Kino went Monty, and he just pushed Whitehall with the Monty, okay? So the big thing here is both times for that, when they cleared, they did try to push that Whitehall to distract the VIP player. We need to make sure that in the pass against us for that bake, remember they've obviously ran Nomad, so if there's Nomads, make sure that we're in a position where we can actually help to get them off, and if not, that we have a plan for what we want to do with the clash, whether it's walking up the staircase or pressuring, like holding white, because they might try to push white. Clash can distract that, right? Yeah. For mining, NJ's going to go snow. He's going to run striker. He's going to have nades and flashes. Newers goes Deimos Heaven as well, so this would be a quick play. They can do it with Fultz dropping Heaven off of a Ram, or sorry, Kino dropping Heaven off of Skylight off the Ram. J9 will just be sitting Christmas.
Pull up my stream.
It takes a village to be the best in the world, and that's exactly what Dark Zero have had throughout this weekend in Salt Lake City. It was NJR whose MVP-worthy performance got them to this point, one of the best KDs ever put up. It was NJR, it was Kino playing ridiculous rounds on smoke, locking down the defense, playing tight corners with the shotgun that got them a lead here in the series. It was J9O who put up a
that's slanders, bro. Isn't that fucking
now 2-1.
Oh, is that someone's relative?
I think so. I think so.
Never mind.
I think that's one of the grandmas. I think that's one of the grandmas.
Yo, my fault, bro. Yo, my fault, bro. My fault, bro.
Newers, the Nitro to start things off, the one pick that they most needed onto that vert player. Another frag deep into that round.
It's a bit high, Chad. It's a bit high. Probably.
She's just trying to get their attention. You know?
Yeah. She's just waving. She's waving.
Wow, good job.
Ultimate goal and repeating what this
very stationary wave. A wave nonetheless.
An incredible run from both of these teams. Shopify Rebellion have really ran the gauntlet.
Adolf Fettler.
If this is close to the end, my friend,
Fettler salute.
I think SR can hopefully in the wake of this event be happy with their
okay, bro. Right.
It was phase 1 that they
take a breather.
Yeah, I like it. You're really keeping it secret and you tied it all together.
They've played far and away the most siege here, which does overexpose their map pool a little bit.
For sure.
All right, a lot of burn now for Cocktail side. They do want to go.
It's feeling like DZ's got everybody's number here.
Man, well, there's a little teddy bear in that car.
After Munich, people were calling for heads
Dark Zero again. They banned. Okay, this was a team, Mo.
Disappointing result.
Soulless Pulse ban. Just so that Nick Jr. on East Valve can be.
And it got them to this point. It brought them to be one of the 2 best teams in the entire world here in Salt Lake City.
Yes, you are correct though. This way it's harder to track, and Troy now needs to go for the Echo.
Down by 4.
Just like we were talking about before, like literally the replacement is Echo, and now like surely DZ is aware of that, so there's no way they can actively track it because they'll be watching for it, they'll be ready for it.
Oh my god, we did have this conversation about Echo.
Yep.
Bro, remember we literally had like
continued to go bad here.
We literally had like dementia trying to remember who banned Pulse. We were like, and now it's all coming back to me. Like, yeah, we had the conversation about Echo, bro.
Very beneficial for this.
Well, it wasn't DZ. It definitely wasn't DZ that banned it.
No, it was.
So,
It was
like,
DZ wildcard.
Was it the DZ wildcard? I thought it was
yeah, that's what
G2SR. Oh my god, there he goes. He's out the window. And he's back in sight. Fultz is just burning.
What the fuck? Yo, he almost got
that was literally, he lost 90% of his health to himself. But it's a 3v3. They have top aside from. I know Nick and he's pissed. But
Nick has chat on for sure.
Halfway point of the round and Rebellion are in pretty
wait, Ambi's moving. Look. Oh my
god.
Oh.
They're aiming.
That's what you need. That's what you need.
I can't lie. There's hope yet. There's hope yet, chat. If you're an SR fan, there's hope yet.
Almost real on the previous map. Will they be able to pull it off this time? Rebellion are really hoping that round.
I am not gonna lie, chat.
Well, they start to get aggressive in that round.
Hit a shot that round at a guy falling down.
On those entries. That's what
Troy was full sprinting and hit a shot. Surf hit a shot. Ambi hit a shot. Shots are being hit. I will not lie. Shots are being hit.
Well, you have to think, bro. These guys have technically been playing crazy FPS, using their mechanics for back-to-back hours. Like literally, fucking. What is this? 4th map. This is literally 4th map. Like these guys are as warm as can be.
Ambi really required to hit some crazy flicks on that round, and he does so for the Rebellion.
Hey, bro, Troy hitting a body shot out of a sprint, even if the guy was 1 HP, is still crazy, bro. To me, that's still crazy. Out of a sprint against a DMR, hey, that's Troy, bro.
To a game of Siege. Rebellion will get to defend Cafe. It is a tricky map for them. DZ are quite dominant on both sides of this map. So
SR versus DZ
again, for DZ fans, you are a little worried about giving a small opportunity for the Rebellion. Rest on the results that your team has amassed on this map, because if you do rest on that, there is a more than greater likelihood that they will be able to win at minimum 2 rounds, and really that's all they need to do.
Yeah.
If a 4-2 half is what SR accomplishes, they lose the championship.
It was.
You need to do exactly what Dark Zero did to you, a 5-1 half. There is
Very
little room
Here's
for
Troy in the
error.
Echo. He's fucking skirting around.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ready for the snowbound. This is literally where they always started. That laundry drone hole is huge for the snowbound info.
Play like that every round. Dark Zero looking for a bit of a reset. Multiple times throughout this series, they've gotten off to an early lead, and then SR have threatened to come back, but never have they really been able to.
These guys played Swiss? No, I don't think so.
Once again now, as they win their first round on the defense.
I'm not talking about shit, bro. You're smoking dick.
I'm actually smoking dick.
You be smoking
G2SR.
You've been drinking too much boba, bro.
God, I've been drinking too much boba. Holy shit.
Sucking on them balls.
I'm literally sucking on them balls, bro.
To give up some of these positions on the top floor.
Oh, found the Echo drone though. W for doers, big value.
Ambient Surf linking up in that position as
they want to go for the power again. They want to go for the power on the east side player again. Again. Spoit getting ready to hop out. Heaven.
Sitting on a mute jammer, should any drones come his way, no real intel for Dark Zero.
It's just too much movement, bro. Not really anything's happening. Wait, and he runs up. He retakes the spot.
He will find another as Ambi goes for a desperate run out, and suddenly Dark Zero finds themselves with a 2-man lead.
They're freaking out now.
Yeah. And now they're executing.
Did a really good job, like just slowing it down after getting aggressed on last round. Just literally playing anti-cheat even to a higher degree, and that's Callout's game plan, Chad. It's working perfectly. Knew they would get freaky.
Oh my god. Surface down.
Just
it's Spoit and Troy in a 1v5.
What did I say? Very little room for error.
Impacts, now they know where he is. There's no vert, there's no nothing, but they can just overwhelm him with force. Just literally fucking conga line down, trade him out.
Canadian knowing what awaits him inside the site as Dark Zero looks to sink their teeth into him. He's got so many angles to cover.
Damn.
6-2. And Callout's game plan works like a T. First round, they were over-feeling it. Swinging into things, taking gunfights, got fried a little. This round, they dial the passiveness all the way back. Just played like pussies.
In
the whole round, absolute fucking maximum pussies and just get free picks after free picks after free picks. SR's moving way too much.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, it's like, it's just, I think it's the pressure, and I think they know. They know it's like happening, right?
Yeah.
There's a point where you can like suppress the thoughts and whatnot, but like, for me, looking outside in, it's just, it's crumbled. It's not crumbling, it's done, it's dusted. A literal fucking like godsend miracle needs to happen for SR to pull this back. They just don't look like they have it right now. And DZ is the exact opposite. They are literally just like rolling through these guys, plus SR's kind of just giving it to them.
6-2 now to DZ. This team
and like literally now 6-2 after a 7-2, a 7-4. DZ is on major point, and it's like, it's just like SR's lost the buffer, bro. This defense is supposed to be a strong site, but not if you're just like, if you've lost the plot. If you've lost the plot, it's just, I don't think they can do it.
Like DZ, they fucked up the game plan and they adjusted.
Yeah.
The ability to adjust is scary. Because that means even if Rebellion figure out DZ for 2 rounds, they have another adjustment. They're going to do something else different. And everything they do different,
1 round at a time. That's got to be
it's like an equalizer, you know? It equalizes the next chance to the next round. Even if you figure them out for 2 rounds, they switch it up for the next round, they do something different, that's another chance. And when you have 1 round, cannot fuck up. It's just, oh my
like,
god.
Bro, even look at this round right now. It's like DZ is just moving. They're faking. They're running to the top. They're just so confident. 2 minutes 20. 3rd floor clear. Now work on the next one. The next one probably be like 20 seconds. It's already almost 90%.
The small bake wall.
Yeah.
They made it look like a bake clear. They just take top floor off that completely.
Yep, now they have the map. They literally have the map. Now all they have to do is work the flanks and then get ready for the execute wherever it may be. Maybe it's a VIP. Maybe it's a white. Maybe it's a VIP. Maybe it's a brown to VIP. Who knows?
Schultz, who is quite
Chat, if you don't know, for a
by
bakery
example.
tick, you smoke up the small big wall so your hard breacher can throw a range hard breacher and they can't shoot it off the wall
what a
from
renaissance it's been
small
for him
side or
and so
fucking
many
code side.
players here on Dark
But they just smoke it, they repel up, and they just take full top down, they go for top down. They do only have the RAM for Verto, and it's going to impact this, so lack of Vert will be a little... I think NJR is going to go for the hallway ones, right?
They've been showing that.
Yeah, I think NJR is going to go for the hallway breach charges.
90 seconds deep, we're halfway through the
But
round.
like Ambi Val in VIP, bro, so exposed, so vulnerable to the blitz if they end up going for it.
Ambi is
Seems like
likely
a big question though. Oh my god, the timing! The timing! Ambi literally unable to get it in time.
And now it's
That was Ambi's job to stop it. Ambi does not stop it in time. Ambi looks for a drone at a perfect time. Oh my god.
5v5 post plant Vert is done. It is just dominoes, dominoes and dominoes. Ambi's all alone in there. He's gonna fight Kino on the fucking blitz, bro. It is so over.
Oh my
That's
god,
it, bro.
major champions. Kino is back-to-back champion. Fultz is a SI champion, anime champion. NJR wins 4 years later. It's a slaughter.
Yeah,
New World is a first-time major champion and call out. But finally, I want to speak on call out because that guy taught me everything I knew. And that guy, when I call him the best coach I know, everyone makes fun of the fact that he hasn't won shit. Well, now he's won shit. Now he's won shit. That's my fucking GOAT coach. Don't care what anyone says. Holy fucking shit, J9. Finally, Australia. Oh, look at him. Look at Big Bro. Look at Big Bro.
For others like Kino, as you said, Parker, it's only been 6 months, but it doesn't change how good this must feel.
And the player I'm looking at is NJR. He had the taste of glory with this DZ team. He was in the wilderness so long, but he's made his way out. Shopify Rebellion gave them a pretty decent run for their money, but we were hoping for maybe a bit more. It really just does speak to the dominance of this DZ team. They were well prepared, they were well studied, and they were able to make those changes on the fly to knock out their rivals and secure their second trophy. This org has been in siege since the very moment they founded, and we are
what a
ever
fucking
grateful for it. And
honestly, what a
once again,
beatdown, bro.
with a very
Actually, what a
different lineup
beatdown.
and one familiar face, DZ will lift the trophy here in North America.
How about that, Salt Lake City?
Texting all of them right now.
Folks, 2020 was the last time you lifted a piece of Siege silverware. This must feel like a long time coming.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of emotions right now, for sure.
Talk me through them.
Well, you come to these tournaments year after year. I mean, this is, like you said, I haven't been in a finals in almost 6 years probably, and you fight so hard year in, and you come to every single event, and it stinks to fall short as a competitor, but like what makes a true competitor is how, you know, you dust off, you reset, you get back in the lab, and you train hard just for moments like this. So I'm happy I won, or that we all won, but I feel like the most rewarding thing is almost like proof of our hard work is what this feels like. Just to show how hard we've worked. Yeah.
I think it's absolutely obvious, and that display from you guys was dominant. At what point in this final did you feel like you'd taken control?
Control felt, after Bank, it felt like control was in our hands, and then, you know, we just had to keep it
Fultz is so bad at interviews.
Pretty hard.
Control?
Like,
oh yeah.
The attack side, but Bank.
What do you think, guys? Should we lift this bad boy?
That's a small trophy for a lot of
here we
dudes,
go.
bro. That's how are they gonna do this?
Your Rainbow Six Salt
that is a
Lake
very
City
small
Major
trophy.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
Champions, Dark Zero!
Congrats, bro. Holy fucking shit. And Newers, bro. You gotta listen. I want to put a highlight on Newers too, bro. That guy, he was a prodigy coming in. He had disgusting aim. But if you knew him on OC back then, you knew him as a smug, arrogant, and kind of a lazy guy. Honest to God, right? That's how Newers was regarded. He kind of had an attitude and an ego without the achievements. And I think ever since getting with call-out, everyone had doubts. How is Newers going to fit in a call-out system? How is Kala gonna get him to go to the gym and work out and fucking do all the crazy call-out shit. Well, it's clear Newer's dedicated himself to this shit, and he fucking won, man. Holy moly.
Yeah. I wonder who... I wasn't paying attention to the stats too much, but surely that's Newer. Surely Newer's MVP of this team here.
Kino, we're standing here together once again. Confetti falling from the sky. It was only 6 months ago. This happened for you before.
Is it NJR? It's either NJR or it's fucking Newer's, because Newer's went crazy, bro.
I think the first one was more like a relief kind of thing. This one, like, I knew it was going to happen, but the amount of work this team put in, it's unbelievable. These guys worked so hard. We all worked so hard for it, and it just paid off.
Do you feel
back to back. That's back to back right there.
DZ dominance here.
Can't say that, but we're just gonna keep working hard.
Oh, that's a good political answer.
Yeah,
that's good PC. That's good PC answer.
We'll see what happens, right?
I would be remiss to not give
that was a good decision.
all of you guys a quick opportunity to say something to the crowd here. J90, what does this mean to you?
I mean, it means a lot for sure, but I just gotta shout out Alo, Tony. He's not here right now. I don't know where he is, but he puts in a hell of a lot of work. Same with that guy, Kala, right there. Shout out them. Yeah. And shout out the team, for real. It's really a family.
Yeah, Jen and NJ reunite, by the way. They were T3 teammates.
Here you are, you're back again, lifting another trophy. You must feel like you were back right now, right?
I mean, this one's better. I'll tell you that right now.
Tell me why.
I mean, I think this group, really, I almost like got my joy for the game back and like just showing up every day.
Yo, WNJR, he used to be a big rager, bro.
Like,
yeah.
It's so enjoyable for me.
Well, dude, you have to think about it. He's been on the same.
So much faith, and that allows me to have so much faith, like, in myself, and not only like the team as well. Like, the backbone we have is crazy. It's unreal.
He's been on the same core for fucking like 6 years or some shit.
Congratulations. This crowd loves you, and I know that they also love one of your family members out here. Where's Kathy at?
My grandma?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Right there,
oh no!
My grandma.
Oh no!
Oh,
no! You're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit, man.
For a minute. Come on up here. Come on. No? She's good? She's good. She's staying there. All right. All right. Should we lift the trophy one more time? Do you want to say something about your team and how proud you are?
Yeah, I mean, these guys, we put them through hell. Like, they work harder than any team in esports, I think. They do stuff out of game, they do stuff in game, and they just committed to it, and we finally got them one.
Well done, guys. Lift the trophy
Mick, bro,
one more time.
More,
Here we
Mick.
go.
Bro, let it hang, Mick.
Salt Lake City, make some noise one more time for Dark Zero!
Damn. Damn. What a series. What a run. What a run, what a series. Brand new roster right here. Three-fifths of SSG, brand new Kino, back-to-back major champ, NJR, major champ fucking 4 years ago.
Here on home soil.
Holy.
I just want to give a big shout out to this crowd. You've been phenomenal for 3 days straight. Salt Lake City, make some noise for yourselves. We'll see you for our regional leagues kicking off in June. And let's not forget the next major. We will see you in Osaka, Japan. Goodbye
man.
from SLC USA.
Photo op. Oh, give it a Nick. Look at the coaches just mogging, bro.
Man, this guy's been recording for 11 minutes, bro. Damn.
Oh, Oh, looks like Thrag, bro, for sure, bro. Bro, Nick Jr. hasn't changed his pose for like the last 40 seconds, bro. This guy's trying to aura farm too hard for the Instagram. I'm sick of this guy. You practice that pose. Alright, chat, that's it for me.
Shit. GG's, GG's. Good night. Godspeed.
NJ on
Cinema. Alright, good night. Goodbye, Fat Chat.
Good night, good night.
Oh man, oh man. Wait guys, is this a bad time to plug the Beaulo Dark Zero zombie skin? 20% off in the esports tab of the in-game shop. 20% off Salt Lake City Major. Oh my goodness. Oh my gracious. You see that weapon skin? You see that uniform? You see that headgear? Yes sir. Esports tab in the game shop. We're talking about a lot of skins, guys. I remember we all saw it back in the day. We all saw it just a little bit of hours ago. The new Beaulo Vigil skin, soon to be in your hands in R6 next season. Next season, the Beaulo Vigil skin. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. What a major. What a major. Sad to see SR go out so close to the finish line. Sad to see fucking Troy get to another grand finals, a grand finals L. The Spoit statement major would have been absolutely fucking gigantic. Crazy stonks for Spoit if he happened to pull out a win and be generational performances all throughout playoffs. But my fucking god, DZ came through. They were just fucking insane all the way from, honestly, NAL, kickoff, Swiss, playoffs, fucking insane. Absolutely insane. Big shout out to DZ. Honestly, huge dub for NGR, my old teammate. Again, guys, I no matter what, it was gonna be heartwarming because I either have my old teammate of Troy win with SR or I have my old teammate of NGR win with DZ. But let me tell you guys, wait a second. My R6 predictions. Let's see how we did. Let's see how we did. Bang. Playoffs, you know, we were 0 for 2. We were 0 for 2 here. But let me tell you, we got the DZ. We got the DZ. So, not too bad. We did get the gun skin. We don't get anything more beyond that. Oh well, but got the gun skin. That's all that matters. Swiss phase. I think I was generationally cooked on that. Fucking wow. This one, I was fucking traveling, so I didn't even see that the Edward players got their visa denied. Payout? I got you guys. Prediction. Who wins map 4? DZ. Congratulations to all the channel point dubs. So wait, let me actually catch up on some subs. Dobe, the 4. NJR deserved this 100%, my man. 100%. The 4. Appreciate you, G. Decoder with the prime. Kadir with the tier 1. J. McGrath with the 3. Now someone else with 100 bits. I took a shit. What happened? Let me tell you, Fat Dubs is what happened. 100 bits. Aussie Sugar with the prime. Kazusa with the 4. Crucified with the tier 1. Van the Calico with the 7. Lust with the prime. Kid Gauss with the prime. SK247 with the prime. Muggsy Mane with the prime, Old Dude with the prime, Sammy Boy with the 23, Trash for Real was taken was the 11, Candy Charlie with the prime, Math with the tier 1, Burhaz with the prime. Thank you guys for the brand new subs, the resubs, the love, all the brand new subs. Enjoy the BBC, the no ads, and the emotes. Frida with the 11 months. Thank you, dog. One more away from the big one. It will be a great day. All right, guys. We're done. I honestly might take tomorrow off. Yeah, maybe even Tuesday. We'll see. A lot of shit's going on. I'm getting ready for a move here. So we finished up the major. We had some good watches, good watch parties, and then we'll just kind of, you know, foot off the gas a little bit, and then we'll go back at it on maybe Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. Who the fuck knows? But I am done. Let's recap the day, guys. Brand new season. We also just dropped a... let me pull up the link real quick. We just dropped a brand new video on the new season. Ubisoft gave me access to it. So if you guys wanted to watch Beaulo's first impressions and first little thing, and I kind of recap a lot of the things of the new season, check out the link right motherfucking there. Operation System Override, I played it. And again, remember what happens. Remember what's going down in fucking Operation System Override, guys. Let's see. Wait a second. It's right here. Wait. Peep it. Peep it. Remember, guys. Ho ho! Wait a second. Operation System Override. Don't could be reworked. New gun. What else? What could it be?
Nobody fucks with the Jesus.
Oh! Beaulo visual skin. Beaulo visual skin. System Override. It's pretty sick. Y'all thought I was done with one? Make it two. Beaulo Vigil MVP skin. It's fucking sick and it's coming. Just like me. Elite 7 with the 6 months. Big WDC. Big W. Curious George with the Prime. Thank you for the Prime. To the BBC, the duets, and the emotes. Oh, crazy ass fucking grand finals, guys. It was good, though. All right, guys. Ask for Prime in the chat. If you have Amazon Prime, you can link it to your Twitch account. And you get Prime Gaming. And Prime Gaming gives you 1 free sub on Twitch. And I know we're talking about all the skins here, skins there, Beaulo Dark Zero skin, Beaulo Vigil skin there. Wait a second. But what you can get right motherfucking now is the big Beaulo charm. If you have an Amazon Prime account, link it to your Twitch account, like I just said, you get Prime Gaming. Prime gives you 1 free sub on Twitch every single month. So the Beau knows the stream. All my emotes to the Beau charm and siege. Guess what? It's right there. That's the charm. Tier 1 gifted Prime. Link your Twitch here. You play like it would for drops. Charm in your game forever and ever. You can unsub the next month and you still have the charm, but you will lose out on the no ads, and we don't want to be having any of those ads, especially when there's crazy ass moments going on. Don't want that. Don't need it, but you do need the BBC right here, right there. Big Beaulo charm. Exclamation mark or in the chat. We got the goddamn sleeves. We got the goddamn mouse pads. Hashtag ad. This is my company, auragaminggear.com. We got the control mouse pad. That's the one I currently use. It's a rough textured surface for the ultimate controlled, precise glide on your mouse. But we also have the speed. Faster, smoother surface for the ultimate glide. It's fast. It might get a little bit too fast if you're not careful. Speed, control. Fast, slow. But perfectly paired with the Aura Gaming Pro sleeves. Improved glide on every mouse pad, glass pad, less friction, breathable fabric, and of course, many designs to choose from. We just restocked the US warehouse. UK warehouse is very, 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 very soon. A lot of designs to choose from. Take a gander, take a look, and I'm sure you'll be snagging one, of course. All right, guys, we're out. Y'all have a wonderful day, wonderful night. Thank you guys for watching throughout this whole entire major. Crazy amount of subs today. Fucking insane, bro. Absolutely insane. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for all the support from the beginning of the GSL phase, the phase 1, all the way to right now. And today was fucking crazy, especially with the announce of the MVP skin. Beast mode. Thank you, G. Y'all have a wonderful night. Trexity with the Prime. Iltsu with the 39. Thank you, guys. WDZ. I'll check it, Prince. Wait, Prince, what is this? What is this? All right, good night.